Welcome back, fellow scribes. It's time for the exploration age. Alright, let's take a look at where we're at here. So we still got Baghdad, of course. You know, we haven't done anything yet for our changes. Now, before we really get into deciding things, because you guys know I'm usually a piety, astronomy, and then probably great works because of what we're doing. Let's hold off on that for a quick second because I think there are some changes. Maybe we'll grab something else here. Honestly, what we have is pretty good in my opinion. But do we really need piety? Let's view the map here. So, we got to get through here rather quick. So let's look at the tech tree. We're definitely grabbing astronomy, of course. That's going to really help sling us through. I think our first shot should be Zeddy. We need to try to get there ASAP. We were denied a lot of things, and one thing we want is Zeddy because we need 2 innovation wonders this age. So there's Zeddy. Alright, so it's going to take some time to get there, but it's not going to take too long. With our science, we should look pretty healthy on that. I don't know why we're at 101. We were the top dog before. I guess we need to have Himiko start lighting us up with some stuff. I don't know why she's ahead of us too. That's weird. Either way, we need to get back up there. We need to get to Zeddy. Do we even have any lakes? We do have a few lakes, so we can kind of make this work. Yep, we got a few options. Yep, so we need Zeddy. Next off, we need House of Wisdom. Now, how are we going to get to what House of Wisdom here? Let's find out. So, House of Wisdom all the way up here in Society number 2. Through Piety, through all that. So if we get Piety, boom, we can start moving along. That's great. However, we can also get House of Wisdom way quicker through here. So that's 6 turns. It's 1 extra turn, plus whatever that is. So it's much faster because we have to do this and then do this. So we're probably going to go straight to our unique tree right off the bat. So let's see here. We got the mosque. All buildings receive +1 science adjacency with the city hall and oh, look at that upgrade. City hall and palace. So that's going to really boost our science immensely. And then we got a classic. Let's see here. So +1 gold in science for each resource assigned to cities with at least 5 specialists. Very good stuff. The other thing, we got the mosque here. Should have... Oh, there we go. Unlocks the ability to found a religion. Yeah, so if we get the mosque, we can immediately unlock religion without the temple. Now, I don't think we can spread religion without the temple, so that is a downside, in my opinion. Now, let's see. We get culture to happiness and wonders, and we get happiness from cultures and wonders. So we're going to want to find a good place for that mosque. Now, what about the madrasa? Quarters, sciences, and wonders give it more science. Okay, so we'll figure that out. I think we got a few ideas. But anyway, we're going to go into here. I still think we'll probably go ahead and snag Piety, maybe. Do we even want to go with Grand Bazaar? You guys know me, I do like a good bazaar. And to be fair, we already got 4 treasures here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 treasure. It's not terrible. I just don't really think we need to go for it either. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. Where's our new capital going to be? Do we going to do Samara or Al-Mazwil? I do like both of them. I am already kind of seeing, I think it's going to be Samara. Al-Mazwil does have some nice little stuff going for it, but not... It'll be a city, but the adjacency is not that. We got a double, we got a single. And we need to get a wonder right here if we can to really kind of boost this up. And we got our single over here, another wonder here. If we can snag it, would really be beautiful for boosting these. So it has adjacency, but not as much as I would like. Now, what about Samara here? Okay, we got a nice double over here. We still got a good triple. We got a triple here. Yeah, we definitely want Samara to be our capital. We can already tell we're going to get some great science and production adjacency here. We got a gold building over here we can put. We already have... Oh, where's the other gold building? I know I put it somewhere. Oh, yes, we have gold over here. We have a triple. So we got 2 triples. And... well, Spices got there, which honestly I'm not going to complain about. So yeah, I think Samara, great capital. So that's going to be our capital. In which case, let's go ahead and buy Al-Mazwil here. We're going to buy 100 gold. Put that in the bank there. It's going to make it cheaper for us because now we can just make Samara our capital. And boom, we'll be ready and right as rain. Otherwise, if we did Samara first, it would have cost us 250 to turn Al-Mazwil. So much cheaper for us. All right, so let's go ahead and put in astronomy for sure. Definitely want to get the great work slots. We want to get those great works so we can get even more science. That's going to be our way to really push through here. So the question is, do we take Piety or not? And you know what? As I'm thinking about it, why not take Piety? Why not take it? Is there anything else here that I really want? Food. Food's not bad. I love food. Purchasing buildings with money. I do like money. Don't get me wrong. Resource capacity and settlements, not bad either. You know, really good stuff. 5 happiness and settlements per alliance. Ooh, that'd be really good. We could really boost up our happiness. We do have 3 alliances currently, which is kind of a little cheat I did, because right when we get this game started, we're going to unlock one of these right off the bat. So that is something we can work with. I think we will go ahead and take piety. Reason being, even though our mosque is going to do all that for us, we can get this going and then just go straight into our unique tree while we build up our temples and our observatories. So I think this is a great way just to really kick it off. All right, now let me get to Samara here. Boom. All right, let's confirm that. Lock it in. Samara's the new capital. There's our temples we can get going. Lovely. There's the observatory, Serpent Mound if we want it. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's get that going. Narrative choice right off the rip. We got 2... Oh, yeah, that's right. It gave us our 2 wildcard attributes we can go right into. I think I'm actually going to do the culture. I want to get through this a little bit. Boom and boom. Help us with our wonders there. I definitely feel like I'm going to get some snagged from me, so let's go ahead and get that. On top of that, I want to try to get... Well, this 5 would be good, but I want to get some culture, kind of prop us up, because to be fair, we're not bad, but we are a little light in the culture department. Actually, looking at it, not terrible. For the people we know, we're about 4th place, which it's okay. I mean, we are focused on science, so that is good for us. Okay, yeah, let's get our productions going. I think right off the rip, we should probably go into most likely our wonder construction. Unless, what's Watt got going on here? Any good places for Watt to really help boost anything? Well, if we put it there, we can make this into a 4 gold tile. That's not bad. If we go out here, that does nothing. Really, we have a nice 4 for science right here, so actually we should leave that alone. I'm going to put Watt somewhere else. Yeah, so let's focus on most likely science. So observatory. Okay, we got a lovely 2 here. We got a lovely 3 here, and then we got a lovely 4 over here. So I think we're definitely going to do that. So most likely, this will be crushed. Yep, I like what I'm seeing. Okay, we're going to crush this. So do we want a 3 or do we want a 4? Universities take a while, so let's go ahead and set up a nice... I think a nice 4 would do. Is there any specialists in here? Please tell me there's not. Okay, good. This is why I don't do specialists, for the most part. Other people can go against what I'm saying. That's totally fine, but in my opinion, antiquity specialists really can kind of screw you. Because if I put a specialist here, I'm now kind of married to this tile. Because if I put, for example... early morning, let me tell you. For example, if I put warehouse buildings here, that specialist is still going to kick off, so it's kind of a useless specialist to me. Now, I did put a specialist here, which is fine, so actually we will start here, because this specialist will kick off and actually get me more than 8 science. Because this is set off at 6, 7, 8, 9 science, and then 10, 11, 12. So I'm actually going to make 12 science off of this, so we're going to go there. That's going to be a great spot for us. I wish... Okay, I do have a 1 turn for a stone cutter. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Watch this. Yep, we're going to go right here. Get rid of that library. We're going to do that in 1 turn. Let's get rid of that bad boy. It's also going to make my observatory cheaper because I now have 1 less science building. We'll definitely get that temple in. Maybe we'll build that somewhere else. I don't know. All right, let's go to Samara here. Yeah, I mainly want to up my science. Now, we are going to take a science penalty because we don't have science buildings, but that'll come back rather quickly with a vengeance, too. Okay, we do have a serpent mound. Do we want Serpent Mound? There is some merit to it. Where did we put... Okay, we do have a monument villa here, so we could actually boost some culture here. This is just a saw pit brickyard. We could go here, turn this into a 4, and this into a 4. That'd be very good. The only downside is we're not really going to put many... We're not going to put much stuff in here in the ways of unique improvements. But it is still a wonder. So we could do, and I think it's the only place I can make Serpent's Mound. Now what about Almazwil? Oh, I can also make Serpent Mound in Almazwil. That's not bad. Okay, good stuff. Now what about Wat Theong? Where can I put Wat at? Ah, okay, so Wat actually does have a bit of merit for us in here. We can go here. I'd really make... Well, actually, if we go here, we can make a lovely 3, because I really don't care about this out here at all. We would need this to at least make this into a 2. But if we go here... We make a nice 3, and this is already a 2 that we can always improve later. So yeah, I kind of like this idea. Also makes a 3 over here if we really want to. So yeah, let's put Watt in. Alright, so we're going to agree to Watt. Let's go ahead and do a stone cutter. Alright, now where do we want to put our stone cutter at? Yeah, we could go here. That's not a bad idea. Turns that into a nice area for us. Could go out here. I'm going to actually wait on the stone cutter. That is 6. Oh, but it is 6 production now. And we do want to get production rolling. But we're going to leave it. We're going to do the stone cutter later. Alright, so yeah, back to Samara. Let's go ahead and confirm that Serpent Mound. We're going to start that first. Yep, we're going to put it right here. Make both of those into 4s. And those are 4s that will now last forever. Alright, yep, we're going to start with that. Beautiful location. Alright, so yep, that's what we're doing. Is there anything we can do in here? Actually, you know what? Yeah, get all this out. Alright, those I'm fine with. In fact, let's actually get some crabs in there. Alright, hope these grow a little bit. Honestly, the others aren't really going to grow that much, so I'm fine with that. We're going to put the camels into... What's it look like? Yeah, Baghdad. I'm going to put them into Baghdad. Alright, so let's go with a little extra production into Samara. It's building a wonder. Sadly, I don't have other production, so now I'm starting to see where things are going. We're going to up our gold in here. We'll mainly focus on gold here. Let's get this one in. That should even us out on a positive. Yep, I'd rather have positive gold induction. There we go. So no negatives. That's good. Let's just go ahead and just throw in some happiness around. All right, because why not? Come on now. There we go. Get in there. We could do food. Let's just do more happiness right now, please. Thank you. All right, there we go. And each of these is more science for me, so that's where some of my science went. There we go. 97, I'm down. It is what it is. Now, as for our government, overbuilding's nice. Get science on gold buildings. You know, we could kind of just increase our science through trade, which is nice. It's not a bad idea. Of course, we have the classic, you know, military situation. And then when we have theocracy. And, yeah, you guys guessed it. I don't know why I started falling in love with theocracy now, but we're going to go with theocracy. Main reason being we're going with theocracy is because of the dedications we picked. Because we're going to get science off of those great works, which is a great way. Every time that, look, in 4 turns, we're going to grab a free relic. It's going to give us 2 science. I mean, that's just great. That's great stuff. All right, now, as for this, cartography would be pretty good, but we don't care about cartography, really. Oh, actually, my bad. We do care about cartography. I do kind of want to grab machinery real quick, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab machinery, and then we're going to go straight into education. The only reason I care about machinery is because it does have a production building in there that I do want to use. Now, while I like all this, and I would love to get Halakaway to really help us with our culture, we're just going to go straight into this. Yep, we're only focused on our unique right off the rip. All right. Now, as to finish her off here, oh, we do have warehouse buildings to put in. We should actually start. This is great starting out. In my opinion, it's not so great later. So let's throw that in. Oh, and let's just go ahead and get science adjacency right off the bat. I think that's where we lost it. All right, perfect. Oh, and then we can get more culture off our great works later if we're doing good. All right, so there's our science adjacency. Is that going to help us? We're at 111. Now we're starting to climb back up. All right, there it is. All right, let's get our trade opportunities going. Oh, right. Our trade ended. Can we buy some merchants real cheap? 80. All right, we'll trade with Parsa first, even though we don't really care for him too much. All right, we got a whole bunch of archers. Could just kind of keep him here. Yeah, we don't really need to do much with him. Let's just get everybody building walls or sitting tight. Yep, we don't really need them to do much for us. Same for the cog. I will pull the cog back, though. I don't really need him up front getting blasted right when war happens. Now, as for you, let's go ahead and... All right, so we'll explore. We actually have double sight on our boats. All right, so being who we are... All right, well, we found a little piece of land right there, right off the bat. Ah, there's our other cogs. Let's get that going out into the distance. Perfect. Any other cog? That was probably our free one. Good. I would have been bummed if it had moved it around. Okay, we do have enough influence. Let's try to befriend Medina here. There we go. 10 seems like a reasonable number. Where'd our guy go? Okay, we're going to want to probably get over here and settle. We are 1 settle down, so we could get over here. All right, maybe the others will populate in once we get started. All right, so let's get the turns going. Yeah, we are going to take ocean damage, obviously. That is the only thing I took off of Deity. I've explained it quite a few times why, but if you guys are curious still or new, reason being is I just think it's dumb that I take I take more damage than the AI on ocean terrain. It's, you know, it's the ocean. Like, we're not fighting this any different. You know, it's a thing of nature, just like natural disasters are. I will support this. That is a ton of science. Now, who I really want to help me. Himiko, baby, come on. You gotta talk to me. Gotta talk to me, girl. Come on. We gotta go. Oh, everybody went back to New... Okay, they ruined it. Let me try to form an alliance. She accepts. All right, so my bad. They kind of did a thing to me. Let's see if he'll accept, because I did form these alliances last turn. Great. Boom. There we go. Quadruple alliance. Plus 10 happiness in all settlements per alliance. We can do that next stage if we want. That's what I was trying to do. Now, we can break most of these except for Himiko. Himiko, she might ride or die. Oh, it went up to 2 turns. That's fine. We're going to education. Zeddy Daw, baby. Zeddy Daw. Alright, so merchant. Let's go ahead and talk to Parsa here. We got some lovely resources in here. Most of these I don't even have to slot and I get benefits, which is great. Alright, perfect. You're in there. Yep, let's just head out. Actually, to be fair, I'm going to bring you home. That was kind of unremarkable of me. Alright, so nothing there. Let's move up one. There we go. Alright, so looks like nobody spawned in here, so I'm going to want to take that. Like, that is a given. I'm going to want that. Yeah, see, look. I set them down to scribe. They take still less damage than me, but at least it's pretty equal. Alright, 10 food for both leaders in their cities. Ooh, in the cities? Well, I do have 3 cities. I will support that as well. I'm not going to do many city-state supports on us. Alright, there we go. So we got that in. What's our resource allocation looking like? Okay, we do want to plug these in. So drop this, and we're going to take this. Alright. Now what else do we want to drop? We can drop this pearl for this, a little extra food, because now we're getting GDP. Remember, we're getting 1 GDP per turn for each of those that we have slotted. I'm going to buy another merchant. We're going to go talk to Himiko. Oh, she probably... yeah, I should take a look at Kyoto. Probably has some uses for me here. We do have a double that we can work... Oh, we have 2 doubles we can work with. That's why I think her science building is done. Has a single adjacency. Nice market out here. I don't know if I want Kyoto to turn into a city or not. Urban center at best, probably. Yeah, not much going on here. We're just going to leave Kyoto alone. Okay, we're befriending Medina. Not seeing much in the way here. How much for a settler? Probably a little expensive. 340. Okay, we'll see about that. I do want to kind of get out here. I wouldn't mind claiming this. These 3 silvers are kind of calling my name, in my opinion. And I don't think... Yep, they are just out of reach of him. So we can actually make this settle safely and make the confirms, so that's not a problem. Alright, let's get out here some more. Yeah, she blocked me off with that boat, but that's fine. We're kind of contesting her here, which is kind of odd, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so we're building wonders, we're taking ocean damage, you know, we're trying to figure out where to settle next. Yeah, she shot ahead of me here. There's cartography, so when we find places, we can actually get over there and settle. Alright, finding some good land. It's not treasure, but hey, it's good stuff. Alright, Himiko, please, you gotta talk to me. These other people are giving me great deals, and I really need deals from you. In fact, she's getting ahead of me. I'm actually gonna cheat, get some trade maps from her. Maybe let her know, hey, I do exist. Alright, let's get a free relic, which gets us culture and happiness on it. And then we're at 111. Boom, 113. Up we go. Alright, let's go ahead and do probably overbuilding, unless anything else is... Oh, you know what? Let's get gold from settlements. Yeah, 159 gold. That's pretty good. Alright, yeah, we need to talk to... Yeah, Tokyo. That's actually a great place to talk to. Alright, talk to her in Tokyo. I really don't care if these boats live or not, in my opinion. A lot of atolls out here. Alright, we made it. Yeah, let's go along the coast here. And next turn I'll have enough money and we're going to buy a settler. Maybe I'll settle him here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, and it'll be fresh water. Oh, and I can even get these pearls. And I can come back and connect to my land. Actually, that's a great idea. Oh, what we got here? Shinto was founded. Yeah, we haven't founded a religion yet. We haven't done anything. Alright, so there's a tradition slot. There's peace tradition, which just upgraded what we already have. So we're going to go into change policies here. Boom, look at that. So now we're not just getting science adjacency to the palace. We're getting science adjacency to the city hall. Big numbers there, big numbers. And we have another tradition slot now. And I think we will slot that in. Let's go ahead. Joyous and ecstatic. Oh, maybe we leave off on that. Let's do happiness adjacency right now. Kind of boost our 152 there, a little extra happy. Alright, production, let's get a little more happiness. Ever since they've done changes, I've actually been wanting to do this stuff. We're going to take culture. Yeah, we want to get through our unique tree ASAP. In this case, it will take science, so let's get through our sciences quickly. Alright, 62 culture, 125 gold. I'll take the culture again. Alright, ally with Alexander. I'll ally for now. Why not? I'm friendly with everybody but Xerxes. He's kind of hates me right now. Ooh, a little bit of thunder outside. Alright, Lafayette likes me, so that's good. Alright, so we do have our mosque. It allows us to make a religion. I'm not really too worried about that right now. Alright, so we got all this plugged in, which jumped us to 143 science already, because, yep, look at that, 14, my bad, went up to 14 science, yeah, because we already have 3 here, so really good stuff. Alright, so we could do a sawmill. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We do have a few saw pits. And you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because we will get science and everything off of this. So, yep, we're going to put that in there. And then after the saw pit, we're going to have to think where we're going to put our mosque and madrasa. I want to wait till I have both, and I can kind of see which is better. I know people have tax stuff and all that, good for them. Oh, I am seeing a good wonder spot to really boost our cultures even further, because we got one here for this one here for this one, put this here, and these will be amazing 3s. So I do want a wonder right there. I really want one right there. All right, for now, let me see. After that, we're going to do a temple. We could get adjacency here. Not bad, but I'm just going to go ahead and just get rid of this altar. That's what we'll do. Yep, perfect. Yeah, I want to kind of get this religion going. All right, let's move around. I will admit I am behind in regards to setting up my boats and things. I kind of have to deal with what I got. All right, perfect. So it looks like there's better land up there. It's good to know. Even though there's better land there, let's get one more settle in for our continent. By that settler. Alright. And let's get moving. Oh, what we get? Someone built Grand Bazaar. That's fine with me. I wasn't even going for it. So, have at it. Have at thee. Do what you want. Do as you wish. Alright, perfect. So we grew some more. We could grab this. We're not going to because, yeah, they can grab it and I want them to have it. That's production and stuff they can have because Iran Shahar is all about mainly, you know, fishing boats. That's what I want him to do. Get this crabs and stuff and we'll be up and running. Alright, good. More stuff. That's great. Yeah, I want to go, like, right here. Is, like, the best idea, in my opinion. Also, it keeps it within my sphere of influence, which I also like, because I like to stay nearby. Because the reason I don't take large settle-offs, which some people may like or not like, I don't know. But the reason I keep off of them is they're too far away for me to influence. So if I were to settle way up north where some of that stuff is... Oh, we've ran into Charlemagne. And we built Wat Thing Thong. Yeah, we're going to let that rain fall. Definitely. Alright, we got our kilns and guild halls. That's great. The reason I don't, like, go all the way up here, like, say Venice. Look who's next to me. If they want to war me, I can't really protect this when I come down here. Like, if someone attacks Karwan, boom, boom, boom. I got 3 cities. Even, like, Medina. I can get stuff to Medina. I can get stuff over here. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's not as bad as, like, if I were to settle all the way over here, and then he goes, oh, hey, you know what? I don't like that. He's closer. The logistics are just terrible. So that's kind of why I do what I do. Alright, there's Charles. Also, they're not connected to the trade network, which is also a problem. So any stuff I have over there, if it's not empire-wide resources, it's garbage. Alright, she's still not sending me stuff. How are you looking? 9 of 8. 6 of 8. 5 and 9. 8 of 8. 8 of 8. 7 of 8. Okay, I'm going to talk to Himiko, actually. I'm going to give her a farmer's market. I really don't care about being friendly with Charlemagne. We'll probably try to be friendly with him, but... Goodness. Man, this is really propping up my my culture. Yeah, I said, oh, they're all evil and they fight you all the time. Well, I ain't doing great. I'm still near the bottom here, but people are talking to me, so I'll take it. Lord of Coin, huh? Yeah, he's not going to like me a lot. Alright, so we could do mosques. We're not doing that. We have no other wonders right now. I'm trying to get House of Wisdom. Not sure where I'll put it either. For now, let's upgrade our equipment. So I think we should probably do... Both of these are great buildings, by the way. I'm getting a lot of good buildings to work with here. Definitely want a stonecutter and sawmill, that's for sure. I'm going to leave that open, maybe. Well, it does get me a science. Yeah, let's go ahead and put our stonecutter here. We'll fill that in. And then after that, maybe we'll see about the sawmill. It does have good stuff going for it. We could put a wonder here, I just realized. Oh, this is also a 3, actually. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about, making this into a 3. So we can move our science building down 1, which is actually a pretty good idea. And we can pop in our observatory. Do any of these have specialists? Please tell me no. Good. Good. I know these definitely don't have any. Yeah, no specialists over here. This is the only one with a specialist, which is fine. Honestly, we could up that immediately with a bazaar. Probably the guild hall, though. Let's get stonecutter in first, and we'll investigate that further. All right. Let's kill this boat. Let's kill this boat. Let's kill this boat. Yep, we're losing a lot of boats here. All right. Hey, look at that. I want to snag that real quick. All right, and now we're trading here. Fantastic. Oh, actually, I did get an injection of culture. I forgot to check my mementos. We did keep them, except for the Ballistilla. So, and this is corresponding yield. You spend attribute scales by game. So, maybe this isn't as great in exploration now that I'm looking at it. I thought this went up by... Oh, yeah, I kind of messed up on that. That's better for antiquity, not exploration and on. But still, we got it in there. A little extra injection of whatever we put our stuff into. All right, nothing here. We do have camels, which we will plug in. Let's throw that into Almazwil. Let's get you some food as well. And we're just going to go right back into throwing in the productions. There we go. So we're getting a little more GDP per turn here. Yeah, we're bottom of the pack, but look, we're climbing up. We were, oh, not bottom, we're 4th. We were bottom of the pack. Look at that. You do a little bit of switching around, shoots right up. Now, if I get some of these gold buildings up and running, right up top. Cultural, we will probably not be top dog on this, which is fine. I don't really care. Military, probably not either. We have the least amount of settlements. Also, you'd have to war people. Nobody's really warred anybody. Science-wise, I'm bummed, but we are close. 28 up to 35. We're not that far. Like, we can grab the innovations back. That's stuff we can do. Catholicism was taken from me. Who took Catholicism? That is not cool, dog. It's not cool. All right, there's Serpent's Mound. Creator sang to us in the wind and the running water. I agree. All right, boom, we got another tradition slot. Now we can get gold and science for each resource assigned to a city with at least 5 specialists. So we do want to up our specialists. This card is useless right now, but it will be much better later. All right, so let's go ahead and change our policies. So we have a tradition slot. Actually, let me check my stuff here. Are you guys... Okay, you're all happy. There's a joyous one. And is it in Samara? It is. So we could get some culture off of that. Not much, though. It would be, what, 1? Yeah, we'd get 1 extra culture. So we'll kind of leave the Poesis alone for now. We can do more happiness to actually get us more relics, which I think is the way to go. Overbuilding's pretty nice, though. That is very good for us. Yeah, so let's get more happiness. 100, we're still behind, obviously, but it's at least reasonable for what we're doing. All right, so Kyoto grew. That's great. I'm going to grab this science out here. That looks pretty good to me. Get that out of the way. Let's choose our production. Now we have both buildings, which is fantastic work. All right, so we do have our temple built, so now we can select our religion. I say we probably go into making some things here. We have no specialists except for right there, so that's fine. All right, we could do a kiln, kind of help with our culture right off the bat. I'm not opposed to that. I want one more thing. All right. Anyway, moving on. So, Madraza, quarters, science, and wonders, mosque, happiness and wonders, and culture and wonders. So this would be great right over here. All right, not so much there. I can get some adjacency off of this if I want. That's okay. All right, yeah, we don't want it over here. Oh, here would not be bad because we would get more culture and happiness off of these once we put them in, but I'm not really agreeing to that. In all honesty, man, kind of a tough spot. Yeah, these are whatever. We really care where the Madraza is getting adjacency. So there's a 3. We can get 2s. There's a 4 here. That's actually kind of insane. And that 4 will stay almost indefinitely because we just got to put something in the palace. Right, we got 3 here. If we put this here, we can at least get 1 happiness and culture out of it. So where's the mosque, ideally? Now, if we go here... Now, do I want to keep these doubles or do I want to make them triples? Because I gotta put a wonder here if I want to make these work into amazing culture and happiness tiles. Otherwise, we take the hit. You know what? I say we boost this unique quarter up. That should work pretty well, actually. It'll feed off of each other in this area, so we'll live with the double. We will live with the double. All right, so we built our temple. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this in. So Madraza's got a 4 here. It'll be even higher with these, so it's almost a complete 6. So let's put that, put the mosque right next to it. So we've got that locked in. We're done with that. So let's let those build in. That's right, that was a production tile, wasn't it? Now let's go ahead and get some more production back. I think right here looks pretty good. I don't see us really... Well, we could put a wonder there, but we'll see. Either way, yeah, let's plug that in. All right, anything else over here? Nope. All right, so we can put our Madrazas and mosques in, or we can focus on something else. Let's take a look at the Madraza. We got a 3 here. I bet we can put a 3 science there as well. That's... Nope. We got a double here. Okay, we got a double there. All right, so in all honesty, this would probably be a great spot for the Madraza because we can put stuff over here. We can put a wonder here. Yeah, I kind of like this. This seems like a good spot for the Madraza. Or we can take this double out because we know we're going to put science over here. And then we could throw some stuff over here. I just don't know where the other science building would go because we already have a double for this and that doesn't help our unique at all. All right, yeah, I think we go here probably. So sadly the mosque won't get any benefits at all. All right, it's getting benefits off of that. All right, the science because of the okay, yeah, yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on the science. We're gonna put that in. There's our unique. And then of course we get the lovely ulems once we're done, so that is also another great thing. Okay, so I could go for a temple in here. Ooh, a sawmill is 9 production. That is actually very good for us. All right, the bazaars. I do want all of this. Let's go ahead and get that sawmill real quick. That production is calling my name. All right, I'm feeling like we put a... Yep, I'm already seeing it. Yeah, because we're going to crush this. We're going to lose all of our influence, aren't we? Oh, we could lose 4 culture for a 12 production tile. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's go here first. Yeah, let's get rid of 4 production for a ton of... or 4 culture for a ton of production. Alright, so they took Catholicism from me, so Orthodoxy it is. Orthodoxy it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and get probably city capitals for relics, honestly. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Any other plus ones, that'd be pretty good. This is also very good, but they already took it. Alright, relics for the first time conversion at Treasure Convoy of Europe. I don't know why they took Aklak. First conversion of one of your cities, that's weird. I don't know why they took that. Unless you're going city heavy, you don't need that. Alright. Holy City, this is, in my opinion, this is whatever. I'd rather just do this, the capitals. Capitals it is. Now, ooh, they left the good stuff. Alright, because we're just going to go crazy production. Or, I mean, science. Although, let's go ahead and see what's in here. We're picking science anyway, but, oh, Vipassana is really great if you need happiness. So they took a grasslands one. I think they can read the map better than I can, in some cases. Alright, feed the world and chests are great, you know, if we want to boost our production and food. Alright, pretty good stuff here. Pretty good, but we're going to go, yeah, we're going science. Yep, we're confirming science. I want way more science than what I have. I don't even know if I'll keep my religion. I always say I will, and then I never do. So we'll just not say anything. Alright, snag this bad boy. Take 50 damage and get 100 culture. Sure, sounds good to me. Alright, there's distant lands right there, so we probably would want to settle this if we could. Which means we'd need to settle probably here. Oh, probably here. Yeah, I'd rather settle here than there. Way more stuff. Alright, cool. We got 100 culture. Yay. Alright, let's move on. So we're starting to get some unique quarters down and things like that. Looks like we've ran into Miss Ada. It is a pleasure for now. I have a feeling we're going to hate each other. No, really, Himiko. I need friend of way. My way. Come on. I really want us to be friends here. Alright. Apparently he's not happy about my number of celebrations, and she's not happy with my masteries. That's fine. To be fair, we should actually focus on some masteries. We're going to go ahead and just heal here. That's a fleet commander right off the rap. All right. Oh, so she stole my Catholicism. I'll allow it. Great Britain. It's pretty standard. All right, she's a 240, 269. Okay, yeah, I am seeing sciences I don't like, so hopefully we can get to Zeddy decently. We need to try to push it harder. We need more science. All right, so where are we at here? All right, so we grew some more. Honestly, no reason to go down there. We could get some extra happiness. But let's grab this tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we wouldn't be able to. All right, now as for Karwan. Oh, there we go. Let's get those lovely crabs. Oh, there's a support I can get with. Yeah, put me down for that. All right, yeah, no, come on. Queen, send me your thing. Actually, you know what? I am going to steal science. I kind of need some science from you people. 257 seems to be the highest. So, Ada, we're going to steal some tech from you. Who has the highest culture? Probably Xerxes. He's a culture magnet, and he already hates me, so let's go ahead and steal his stuff. All right, moving on. Where do we want to go? Where we want to go? Temple wouldn't be bad. Stonecutter. Oh, actually, Stonecutter's not that great for us. It will get a little better on a few things, but that's fine. All right, I say we go ahead and upgrade. I'm going to see where the Madraza can go, probably where I thought. Yeah, that's a 2, which would then be a 3. Yeah, this is probably our spot for the Madraza, honestly, because this doesn't matter. We can overbuild that and just move it over. Honestly, because we have no culture spots, really. So I could take that, and then the mosque. Yeah, we can just put culture buildings around it, honestly. So yeah, I'm all for that. Do we want to put that in now? Let's 2-turn this observatory. So do we want a 4 or a 4? Do we want a 4 or a 4, guys? No specialist. Specialist. Okay, well that answered that question. We're going to start with the specialists. It's going to hurt our happiness a bit, but hey, it's going to be a much better area for us. Alright, so yep, so, because that's not 4 science, that's actually 4 science. My bad, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's going to be 14 science, because we have a specialist in there, which doubles down on the yield. So it's really good stuff. Alright, our settler's almost in place. We got ourselves a migrant. Let's go ahead and pop him off. Perfect, let's go ahead and get some more of that production, huh? Beautiful. A 2-2-2 tile, not bad, not bad. Does give us more jade, which actually is not a bad idea. We'll drop... Actually, I like everything I got. Yeah, let's just drop some happiness and get some more gold. I know this would be better elsewhere, but that seems to be the ideal spot for me. Sadly, we cannot get these elephants unless we settle elsewhere, and we could lose access to the sea if Osaka does something funny, which I could definitely see them doing. Alright, so we got that out of the way. Let's move on. Grow our town. Let's get these crabs. That's what we were here for. We're going to keep letting Iran Sahar grow, obviously. Alright, good. We got this unlocked. Floodplains is where I have to place this. I wish there was a sitting lens for me to see that. I could receive a population every time I go into a... become suzerain of an expansionist, including this one. I don't see many expansionist areas. So let's do some food. We can do food on resources, food on food buildings. 2 food and settlements for each expansionist. Food on granaries, fishing keys, and grist mills. Oh, that's not bad. I think food on resources would probably be pretty good. We don't really have any food buildings down right now. I'd love to put down the Psychia. I'm not kidding. It's just, where are the floodplains at? Can you show me floodplains? Is that like in the settler lens? That doesn't really help me. Flood risk. Yeah, where's a flood risk? Not really seeing the flood risk. Alright, continent. That ain't gonna do much. Oh, there's all the continents, though. Appeal. Oh, wow. Empire's not that bad. Oh, except for over here. Goodness, it's horrendous. Oh, wow, that's horrendous, too, man. That's ugly. Look at that. See, that's what I was talking about. 2, 4, 6, 8. Boom. Got a nice cluster right there. What a beauty. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I can't tell floodplains. Do I have to go on each tile? That's flat grassland. Yeah. See, that's why I don't... Get out of there. That's why I don't like reading stuff like this. It's kind of hard to tell what's a floodplain. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to take food on resources, so that'll probably... Really... Oh, wow. Look. Oh, I saw that jump. That's beautiful. Alright. Let's get another free relic, which gets us another 2 science. Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and get food in our settlements. Looking pretty solid. I kind of like these 2s for now. I have to be careful because those cards get upgraded to specialists, which can really hurt your happiness. Alright, so we made it in place. Boom. Yep, we're going to just tick Xerxes off some more. Let's go ahead and get this. Now, you may be wondering, wait, did he get 4 corners? No, I did not get 4 corners. What I got was problems. No, I'm just kidding. What it is that's my... attribute point and expansionist right here. So I gain a population in towns, and new towns start with an additional. So yeah, we get to put down 2 right off the bat, and that's even before we do other stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a fishing key down. Fishing key, let's go ahead and put down a harbor. Yep, we're getting science off of these city halls, which is fantastic. Now, I am going to do... Alright, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Alright, so 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can't touch any of these tiles if we want this to be a resort town. And since I kind of do, we got to go this way. So we're going to kind of hinder ourselves a little bit. So let's put in... Ooh, dang it, I've already messed up. I already messed up. I should have put this over here, and I could have put a grist mill in. Oh, that would have been fire. Oh, well. Anyway, let's do our brickyard and our stone cutter. Alright. Could get a temple in here and actually boost the stuff. That's actually not a bad idea. Now we're going to lose on this, but we're going to gain over here. So let's do a saw pit and a sawmill. Just prepping. Alright. You know what? I am going to plug this temple in. Let's just go ahead and do that. And let's get ourselves a missionary. Start spreading the love over here. Alright. In fact, I could spread the love a bit more. Let's get another guy. Yeah, where we go. Let's start using him. Alright, we're still going down this way. Good grief. I should have came all the way over here because distant lands is right there. Honestly, look at all this beautiful land. Oh, Akanenka. There we go. Hey, let's befriend them. Shapur I would like to befriend, but anyway, moving on. Another expansionist would be pretty nice. Bishwardi Temple's gone. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully we can get to House of Wisdom relatively well. Build an Ulema unique quarter, which I think we just did. Nope, not yet, but we're about to. Alright, so moving on. We could build these. Should probably do a few other things here. Yeah, we're not going to get wonders for a while, and I'm a little worried about the wonders when that happens. For now, let's up our gold. I think we're a little light on cash, so let's go ahead and up that. Yep, there's a 3. No specialist over here, so yeah, let's do this. Now, we do have enough room to some degree to actually put down... 1 of each. You know, like, do a gold building and an inn, do a gold building and a... Oh, actually, there's only 2 of them. So, yeah, we're just going to double down on the gold. Yep, going to double down on the gold right now. And then, maybe I'll put that stonecutter in. Haven't decided. All right, moving on. Spread the religion. Show them who we are. All right. Let's get up here. Move on. Got some things popping off. Looks like some trade routes and stuff. There is House of Wisdom unlocked and Compendious Book Tradition, 2 happiness and science in towns. We will be plugging that in. Because in all settlements, that's great. This is way better. Because I'm only losing a little bit of happiness, but I'm gaining a ton of science. Alright, 213. We gotta keep climbing, baby. Yep, still far behind. Are we get another scientific or an expansionist? I think at this point, we don't really need any more science. We could do the alliance, plus 10 per age for every... Oh, actually, that would be 30... Oh, no. That's 20. So, actually, that's 60 science. What would the expansionist get me? I do like the town yield. We're going to do science, though. Yeah, we're going to do science. So, let's snag that science. So, we're at 213. Should jump us to 273. 290. Oh, all right. I'm in 4 alliances. I thought I was only in 3. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, now we got the big play. Okay, so we finished our unique stuff. That is fantastic. We're going to go straight into inspiration. We will probably miss out on Halakaway. It is a great wonder to have. I'm pretty sure. And it is funny, you know, that I'm going this way when I should come down here for Eliscorial, honestly. But I want this first before I move on. All right, so we're going to move. Let's start spreading some religion, shall we? I want to get more science from them. All right, so here we are. So there's one more point of science on the tree. Before we move on, we're going to go ahead and immediately see where we want to put House of Wisdom. Almazwil might actually be the place for House of Wisdom. All right, because we can go right here. It's going to boost the Ulem. We can boost this quarter to a 3 as well. And then we have 2 3s that we can work off of. It would make this a double, but we're just going to get rid of that, honestly. So this is a great location. All right. Now, do we have any better spots for House of Wisdom? Because I'm pretty sure we do. Also, we build it faster than anybody else. Hopefully, we can get it before they figure it out. All right, we could also go here. It only boosts 1 tile, of course, but that makes it into a lovely 4. We could go over here or here. Okay, not really much use there. Now, what about Samara, where we get a House of Wisdom here? All right, 1 adjacency. We can turn this into a 5. That's about the best you can get unless we put a wonder here and put a 5 on it. All right, no other locations unless we want to put our Ulem here. Then we could put a wonder here, and then we can actually keep that culture area, and then we can put a culture area here. That's an option. That's about the only way we're going to get like a +1 on anything. But how many turns will that take? So all of these places are 4 turns on my House of Wisdom. I say we go here. Yeah, we're going to do it over here. All right. I'm going to put it right here because this is actually the best spot for a House of Wisdom. We're going to immediately do it right now. And we're going to move this production. Actually, yeah, we're going to take this 4 production, just straight up 4 production. All right, there we go. So hopefully we can get House of Wisdom. We rushed through our tree. Of course, there are people that have higher cultures, so there is a chance we could lose it. We're just going to have to try our best on this. All right, we could get some extra happiness. I really don't know what I want to do with you. I got this for free, you know, so it's like, what do I do with it? Kyoto, we could build up a little bit, maybe. I'd rather build up my cities, maybe, or my own towns for a little while. Okay, well, we have a resource, so let's slot that. And what else can we slot? Drop this happiness and get me this food. Wow, that's 12 food. That's insane. Oh, we got a thing down here. That's right, our new town. Look at that, 12 food right off the bat. That's amazing. I love that stuff. All right, there we go. So now we're getting more GDP per turn. Yeah, we're still 4th place, but look at that. We're only 10 points behind 2nd place, and we're not even that. And we're only like 100 behind. My bad. 10 behind 3rd. Only a 200 behind 2nd. And even even 1st place isn't that far away from us, so we'll be climbing here very shortly because we'll also be getting in our gold buildings, which will be fantastic. All right, let's move on up in here. Nakusa, almost over here. We're almost where we need to be, guys. All right, let's get some religion in there. All right, we're fully healed up. Let's go ahead and pop on over. There should be some good stuff this way. All right, we took a bit of a hit, a little bit of the rough. All right, there's Zeddy Daw. Actually, that is perfect. Perfect unlock time. All right, there's a migrant for us. There's our scientific attribute point for something. I didn't realize we were going to get another one, but we have it. We have it. Now we can get 5 repeatable. I don't want to do that. Let's get 25 towards doing masteries, and then we'll get science on quarters, and we'll be a full science powerhouse. And then if we keep getting more of them, so be it. Oh, man, look at that. That is just now 3 extra gold and food in all of our settlements. I love silver. I love gold. Yep, I love it. All right, moving on. Okay, we can go to Education 2, gets us a relic and 5 innovation for the heliocentric model. Let's go ahead and get castles first, though. We want a little bit of production going on in here, you know? All right, let's go ahead and hit Kusa up. So, Mazaka needs to, we'd have to hit that twice. Honestly, I'm just kind of hooking and prodding at him, poking and prodding. Oh, I'd have to buy a temple in here. That is an option, I suppose. Or 1, we can also get a temple. Not opposed to that idea. Sawmill, stonecutter, not really much use for me in here. Well, we could put it right there on this free tile. That's about it, really. So let's leave that be for now. You're finishing up. What about Zeddy-Daw? All right, perfect. That's what I was looking for. All right, so Zeddy-Daw. This is apparently a lake. I did not know that. So Zeddy-Daw. Oh, that's a nice 3 out there. I forgot about that. Okay, we put that there. And I don't think I can build Zeddy-Daw in Samara. Oh, I can. They're all over here. Goodness, 16 sign. Okay, I didn't realize they turned this as a lake, huh? All right, well, we could put this here and put this here. Now, how long does it take to build Zeddy-Daw, by the way? Zeddy-Daw is a 6 turn. And in Baghdad, it is a 6 turn. And Almazwil's building the House of Wisdom. Oh, we can build Zeddy-Daw. Oh, it's considered a lake. Well, how about that? Oh, that's my ideal location. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because I want to get it building immediately. So we're going to go into Samara. Yep, we're going to start building Zeddy in here. Mainly reason is we can try to make a good House of Wisdom right here. Oh, actually, I wanted the Wonder here, didn't I? Ah, you know what? Yeah, oh, let me get my Migrant going off. That might actually help me determine what I'm doing. Now, if I put this here, it might actually decrease the turn count. Nope, still 6 turns. All right, so if I go here, House of Wisdom is going to get a boost. I can just move my culture building over 1 and then just build it here as well. It's not really a big loss on me. Oh, if I put it here, I can also boost my gold building. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let's go with Zeddy here. We're going to immediately start on that. So let's cancel the guild hall. Let's actually finish the guild hall. And now we have Zeddy building. Let's go ahead and just grab that for a great more production. Okay. Now you need to go pretty much anywhere. Actually, go ahead and hit up Osaka. That way we can kind of get something out of that. All right, there we go. Still have not found any treasure yet. All right, so there's distant lands over there as well. All right, we're looking pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right, hopefully we can get both of these. If we don't get either of them, then we can't do the innovation thing for wonders, if we even want to do that. I mainly just want to stop anybody else from getting it. Also, I like both of these wonders because they're great wonders. All right, 62 science, that's nice. Ally is at war. They're at war with each other, so I'm just going to stay neutral with both of them. So we do lose a science, because we're now out of 2 alliances. So that was 40 science hit, but I don't really want to be drawn into a war. Alright, so our mosque is finished. We can make an alim, and these guys are really good, by the way. They're really good. So we do want to think on that. We could go straight into our university as well. I am thinking of that. We got a nice 4 here that we can work with, which actually isn't a bad idea. I do kind of like that idea. There's our ulem. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. 12, 2, and 7. In fact, we can start working on actually increasing that, because watch this. Boom. Look at that crazy business. We'll go here. Let's get rid of the amphitheater. We'll kind of work on getting rid of those. Apparently our happiness is staying the same, which is weird. Our inn, not sure where I want to put that yet. I do want a bazaar, though, and we'll do a guild. Yeah, let's just do both of these right here. Yeah, let's build those up first, and then we'll focus on the rest. All right. So Kusa got hit. Let's go ahead and hit up Sparta. All right, we're 1 turn on House of Wisdom. Let me go ahead and buy a temple in here. I'm just going to get that out of the way. There's our temple. All right, so let's see. Okay, there's a thing over there. I wouldn't mind snagging that. Oh, there's our treasure, finally. Beautiful. All right, so, all right, we've met, looks like Mongolia. So, hello, Mr. Khan. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Keep your warring over there, sir. Actually, a trade map would be perfect. All right, Himiko is really ticking me off by a lot. She ain't sending me the deals I want. All right, so which one of you is... You're both at 5 and 9. You have it worse off, so I'll send you a farmer's market. I like to help the less fortunate, mainly because they can't, you know, contest me. All right, there's 4 extra science right there. All right, let's move on. Okay, what got built? Halakaway. All right, we missed Halakaway. We expected that. All right, there's House of Wisdom. Do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth while you know it. Ayat 42, the Holy Quran. Or Holy Koran? Yeah. Anyway, there we go. House of Wisdom. Big boost to everything. Lovely building. Also, we wanted that for sure because, well, so much for Halakaway, but whatever. All right, so dungeons, Thanhue, medieval walls. Fantastic. All right, let's get some of this out of here. We don't really care. Here's why we wanted it. So we're not getting 2 science on our relics anymore. We're now getting 4 science. All right, so that's pretty amazing. Speaking of science, let's grab a bit more. These trickles add up. They add up. All right, so the one upside, I will make a change on what I originally said. So I said never put specialists on warehouse buildings because you're not getting a bonus out of it. There is a case where it does work, though. See, I'm going to get 4 science on him regardless, and here's why. I have that ability where if I go to the scientific tree, I get 2 science on my specialists. All right? So that is part of the reason. Now, you may be wondering, well, that's 2. Where are you getting 4? 1, I'm getting 2 because I have 3 or fewer cities. I might make more cities, so then that would go down to 1. So there's that. You could also get it out of the culture tree. You can put culture on your specialists, okay? I don't know if you can do economics. Pretty sure you can. Nope, no to the economics. Expansionist, nope. Okay, so it's just culture and science. So if you get those attributes, you can put specialists on warehouse buildings. I still don't recommend it. The other reason I'm getting a 4 is because of my tradition. This is a city hall. This is right next to city hall. So it gets 1 science from each of these buildings. So 4 science. So that's where that's happening. This right here, I'm getting a 5 science. Now, as you can see, this is cheaper because, you know, they are warehouse buildings. Whereas over here, you know, these are unique buildings. Like over here, these will go up because once they're upgraded. Actually, I don't even have a one thing to show this, but yeah, that's where these numbers are coming from. Oh, wait, I have to grow this city, don't I? Yeah, I didn't do anything. Let's snag, you know what, this 2-2-2 tile looks pretty good to me. Himiko likes me. Great. Get over here and start sending me friend of way. I'm your friend. I'm your best friend. Okay, let's go ahead and do shipbuilding. That'd be kind of a good idea. Okay, I was about to say, Reela should already be built. We could do society. That looks pretty nice. Theology does get us a little influx of things with Dargah and Vinaya. Pretty good stuff. I'm going to actually try to shoot for Eliscorial if we could. There is also Rego Hold, actually, in society. That is something that could be worth it. All right, do I want to change any of this? Oh, we can get Wonder Construction and Culture on Relics, so that's a yes. I'm going to drop the food. That's the least important thing to me. There we go. So that should boost our culture by a little bit. That's pretty good. All right, yeah, we're just going to shoot across right here. Get up there if we can. Someone might end up taking it. It's whatever. Let me go ahead and pillage that bad boy real quick. Ooh, I'm going to defend the village folk. That gets us a relic next turn. Do we still have room for him? Yeah, we do. Of course we do. Alright, so let me get over here. We're 3 turns on Zeddy Daw. Hopefully that goes through, because we do want to try to get this. We can get 2 innovation for each modern age wonder we build. That'd be great. If we build more temples, everybody's beating me to this out of nowhere. I don't care for it, because I'm not doing a culture victory this time, which is funny, because now it allows it, but still, it's just wild. This is pretty good, in my opinion, for anything, but we'll see. I'm not sure what we'll do with all this. I'm not really focused on it right now. I'm just kind of building up. That might be my downfall. You guys might be like, hey, you should focus on this stuff more. I might lose this boat. That's what I'm focused on. There's... Okay, a thing I'm not going to get. That's for sure. Alright, back over here. Alright. This is kind of calling my name a little bit, not going to lie. Honestly, taking these tiles away from the capital wouldn't be a big deal to me. But I'm just going to take some food. As for you, we've now acquired all we needed, so watch this. Boom, that's 3 production. Shiraz is going to be looking beautiful. Alright, so espionage, we did take 1299, almost 1300. He noticed, so we lost 16 influence. That hurts a little bit, but that's fine. We're going to receive another relic, because that's just 2 science and 2 culture for me. So that's beautiful. Alright, so we got this unlocked. We can get golden happiness for every imported resource. We actually do have quite a few of those. Let's grab that. So we're 299, 312. Yeah, we had quite a few imported resources. And that's 4 more science. We could do Shiraz or Al-Mazwil. Let's do Al-Mazwil. Let's get another guy in here. And the reason I'm choosing here is it'd be faster for him to get to Parsa and Mazak. As for Samar, we do have a bit of cash. We could do another one. First, though, I think I'm seeing some productions that I could work with to try to get Zeddy Daw a little quicker. Mainly, I'm going to do this dungeon, though. Is this my specialist? Read me. Yes, I want this. Beautiful. Alright, so we got that plugged in. Getting some amazing numbers there. I can't reach that, unfortunately. Alright, so there we go. Oh, she's still got a library down. Also, it has no adjacency. Not like that matters, because it wouldn't even get adjacency anyway. It has that kind of thing. Please stay, please stay. You didn't die. Oh, you beautiful creature. Oh, I love you. I love you a lot. Alright, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, you lived. Alright, this is Samara. Yeah, I do want this, actually. Give that back. That's extra production. Hopefully we don't get one turned on Zeddy Daw. We're about to find out. Alright, so this is all the way over. You know, for a fishing town, I'm not doing a lot of fishing, am I? Let's go ahead and grab this little extra production here. That's 3 extra gold in my pocket. I'm going to reject this diplomatic action. Alright, sorry, buddy. You're going to have to do that somewhere else. Oh, there it is. Oh, my lovely lady. So 276, we're going to drop up to like 300, I believe. 340. Oh, mwah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're still at war. I need you guys not to be at war. Thank you, Himiko. Thank you. It's about time. Now we can start rolling. Wish you'd done it sooner, but hey, we're here now. Alright, receive a population. I should have done this one. We're going to skip this. Let's do 2 food in all settlements. That'd be 4 food. I am going to get some food buildings, but this is 4 food. I'm going to take it. Yeah, so that's extra food. Competing power in distant lands. So she got to Fukuoka. I'm not surprised. Alright, you... Oh, yeah, first spread religion to me, and then we'll go up to Mazak. Let's see if Ada's willing to open them borders up. Looks like she likes me, so probably. Alright, yeah, let's get in here and see. Oh, wow. She got a lot going on. Good stuff. Alright, let's get over here. Usually when I do this, it means we lose it, but let's see. Do we get Zeddy Daw, yes or no? Yes or no on the Daw, please. Yes! Wedagon, Zeddy Daw. I teach only suffering and the end of suffering. The Buddha. Very apt, because we lost a few wonders that I definitely 100% wanted. So... that's a big move. That's a big play. We got it. That's what we get. My favorite It's a lovely wonder. Boom. There's shipbuilding. Boom. There's the innovation. I don't think anybody else has this, actually. Maybe they do. I doubt it. Either way, we got it. All right, beautiful. We're going to keep acquiring happiness tiles now. All right. I really want to build this area up. Look at all this beautiful woodland. All right, lose 10% of our gold. No, I'm just going to reject that too. All right, we have a wildcard attribute, by the way, because Zeddy Dog gives you a wildcard attribute. So let's go ahead and plug that in. We can get 5 culture per age. So that equals up to 15 culture, or we can do the settlement. I think we have more in the way of city wonders, so let's grab that. I know we could go down science and do our science on quarters, but I have a feeling we're going to get another science thing, so let's stop on that. No, you're going to have to fight him yourself. Okay, I'm not giving you combat strength. If you did, I would offer the same thing. All right, so we have a bunch of zeros. That's cool. We could go into architecture. Machu Picchu is available. You know what? Let's go ahead and shoot for Machu Picchu, huh? Might as well. Might as well. We're here. We're here for it. Yep, that's why. We stole a science. Great. Actually, hold up. Do I want to do that? Before I complete this, I could do some 1s and 0s. Okay, there is 2 innovation in here for 1 turn. Nah. Let's shoot for wonder. Machu Picchu's not great, but it's not terrible either. So I'll take what I can get. All right, we don't need these. I do want to get an alim. Those are actually very good. I know I keep saying that, and I'm not even building them yet. All right, we need to do our observatories and wonders and all that. So let's get those plugged in. Yeah, let's get this 3 taken care of. Yeah, see, we got a double here. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's get that library and dungeon. Or my bad, the library and barracks gone and put in an observatory and dungeon. So there's that. We do want a shipyard, that's for sure. We'll get that plugged in at some point. All right. Here's something I just noticed. Take a look at this. Yeah, so we're getting the science off of this. Lighthouse, since its previous age, no adjacency on that. So that's a no-go. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and 1 turn our temple, probably. Yeah, let's put that right there. Then after we have our temple, let's go ahead and put our madrasa and mosque right here. There we go. It's a pretty good boost of our time. We'll get those going. Oh, a shipyard would be nice. I might actually lose the 4 gold. We'll see. All right, we got 2 hits. Let's go ahead and get into Mazaka on that. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, and we found Zhangjiaji. You ask for what reason I stay on the Green Mountain. I smile, but do not answer. Beautiful. Oh, Hunza's right there. Might be a good little pickup. You know what? Let's go say hi to Hunza. I'm fine with that taking as long as it takes. All right, let's go over here. Oh, boy. You're going to tell me to do damage, aren't you? 100 science, and I improve my relationship. I'd care less about your relationship. Get out of my face. Someone built us wonder somewhere, but I got the wonders I want, so I could care less. Oh, look. Oh, you beautiful man. Showing your map to me. Thank you. Only showing your cities, though. I don't like that. But it is what it is. Moving on. I am happy. I'm very happy. We got our 2 wonders. That's making me very happy. Let's actually go to innovation, because that's actually +3 innovation for each. So I got a 6 innovation. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. The reason people were beating me is they got the other innovations buildings. Oh, we're top dog of cultural for now. That'll go away quickly. Looks like Himiko is still hedging ahead of us on this by 20 points. Oh, actually 12 points. And then... Yep, we're closing in on that. We're really closing in. So really it's just the military. Oh, speaking of which, we do have a settle limit we can work with. And I'm not opposed to it. So let's actually get in Kyoto here. All right. We go ahead and buy a settler. We're going to go this way. We do have shipbuilding, so we don't have to take damage. All right. Speaking of not taking damage, maybe I should buy some more boats. Might be a good idea to get a boat. All right, so we have 4 temples, so we can be Siam. That's great. Yeah, let me go ahead and get a boat in here. Get a nice Karak. Now that we have that taken care of, you need to go. I do like that 100%. If I really want to tick her off, which I'm not opposed to. I love being a nuisance. If I go here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we did not get that. That's why it's suggesting this settle. Right. I understand that. This would get me all of these resources. Or I can go here and acquire those. It'd be a nice stop-off point for us if we want to get over to distant lands. This is pretty good. There's a gold here, gold, or treasure, I mean. Man, yeah, this would be the recommendation, wouldn't it? That's 6 turns. That's 6 turns. Do I really want to contest her that much, though, is my question. I know that sounds silly, like, oh, do I want to contest the AI? I just like, do I really want to hurt our friendship for this when I can just go up here? You know, I'm just going to go up here. I really don't care. Maybe I will come down one and actually go for this, but I really don't care about that area when I can just trade with her and, you know, keep our friendship happy that way. All right, I'm going to start getting some specialists. Yeah, we need to start doing that. This is actually great. We're actually getting only -2 happiness here. So let's go ahead and plug that in. 210 gold, by the way, because of our ability that we get. There we go. 30 gold for each rural population when we create a specialist. Also, I want specialists because of the ability cards that we have, which we do want to plug in. So yeah, it is about time to start plugging these guys in. We're pretty much done with the productions and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and plug this in. It's a lovely 4-6 for us. 240 gold as well. All right, Kyoto. I'm going to get you there. Really thinking Kyoto might be done, though. All right, Baghdad. I'm just going to take some food, actually, and we're going to try to boost our food output. We want more specialists now. That's kind of our goal. And 17 and 23 turns. That's actually quite a bit. So we're going to do one more turn of this. Al-Fustat, maybe. Yeah, we're going to do like one more growth turn, and we're going to start turning these into towns specializations so that way we can kind of move on from here. All right, looks like Hunza will attack me. That's a little unfortunate, but oh well. All right, I'm going to park it here. We're going to get some health back. Oh, what got built now? Tomb of Oskia. Not surprising. He is in the desert. So yeah, Xerxes probably pulled ahead on me on that. All right, charters and colonial surplus, nice. We might actually want to check our policies, make sure nothing's happening. Yeah, see, look, now we're getting extra gold, but we're losing happiness. We're going to drop that. Yeah, so you got to be careful on those. All our policies for traditions are in. So what do we want? We could take gold. We could take production. Actually, how about we just do overbuilding? We are kind of overbuilding still, so let's go ahead and just grab that, which I know that's kind of more like, why didn't you take that earlier type situation, but hey, what, you know, it is what it is. All right, yeah, you got enough. The 6 turns here, you could keep growing, which is great, but we gotta move on. Okay, we gotta move on to better things. So we're gonna make you fishing town. There we go. So that means we can get an inn and we can get a wharf. Let's go ahead and plug that wharf in, actually. It's gonna boost our food production. I will lose a science on this, and I'm fine with it, because I care about food way more in here than I do other things. And then let's just move to more food. Great. Yeah, look at this. Shaved 5 whole turns off of this. I don't know about Al Moswil. I think it's connected. It is connected to all the cities. So, yep, it is fully connected. One other upside is it is a wharf, which means I can actually send more food to my areas, which means I do need a few more warehouse buildings, actually. And it's hard to really pull this off. So let's get a granary in here if we could. Ooh, that's right. I forgot. I'm getting science off of this. What's in here? The villa? We could actually delete the villa. Didn't think about that. All right, so there's an extra science. Ooh, I can get the shipyard since it's a water building. Let's go ahead and plug our inn in. More food. And I'm getting a science. All right, we're going to stop that there. That's shaving more turns off. Look at that. Down to 11 turns a pop. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so really lean into those food buildings and stuff. You know, like, don't be afraid to put them in. All right. And then the upside is you get wharfs in your fishing towns, put that in, throw your food in there, because then your food goes to the capitals anyway. So it's you just overall great. All right, let's hit colonialism up. Try to get this Ella Scorial if we could. There's a good chance we probably won't, but hey, you know, you guys know me. I'm a risk taker. All right, let's try to get out of here. We've seen what we've seen. A lot of crazy stuff. There's Borobudur. All right, looks like Charlemagne's going to destroy Hunza, which would hurt my feelings a little bit, but it is. All right, let's get out of here. Skip your turn. All right, diplomatic actions, huh? 10 food in cities. I'll take it. We got a ton of influence, so I'm fine throwing it around. All right, we made it. Let's get rid of Mazaka. And we have a bit more gold in here. Let's spread a bit more religion. Let me get another settler. No, I need a missionary. There we go. I could get a stonecutter. It is kind of where we're going to put that is the question. If I put it here, destroy this, move my culture over one, this is a quarter that will always feed that, so that is something to think about. Right, get the Karak out. Okay, you're... Oh, wait. That's right. My guy's fine, but we're going to heal anyway. All right, so I'm revealing more of his territory. I like how it goes to the edges of his territory. That's awesome. All right, so we have all of his stuff, so let's talk to someone else. Charlemagne I haven't seen. Let's trade map him. So he's going to reveal his taken territory to us, which really helps us reveal the map. Because we can see Ada. We might end up talking to her anyway. We'll see. But, yep, let's move on. Really good stuff. Okay, why are you sending Taoism to me? Which one is this? Karwan, you've betrayed my trust. Can't have that. We can't have that. All right, so there's that. How are you on growth? 4 more turns? We're going to allow that. I'm going to get a missionary in here, fix this problem. That's a little mistake on my part. All right, yes, more production. All the production, please. Look at this beautiful area. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we'll get you converted here in a hot minute. All right, I could hit Kyoto up and Fushimi, so let's do that. All right, I'm going to auto-explore you. I really don't Like, that was your job anyway, is to auto-explore. So, that actually works in my favor. Alright, good, good, good. Now, let's move on. What else can we find? El Escorial is now available. That's +3 happiness, 3 great work slots, settlement limit, 4 happiness on cities within 7 tiles of this wonder. Alright, so there's that. Do we want to change any policies? Probably not. Production wouldn't be too bad, though. I will admit. That would be pretty good. But I'm going to keep what I have. So let's confirm that. Let's see here. We could go into society, go for Rega Holt. Before we do, let's go ahead and get Darga. Get that stuff out of the way. Alright, so Baghdad. El Escorial can be built, and actually it's in locations I'm kind of okay with. Because within 7 tiles, it's definitely within that one, but not this one, huh? There's our city hall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is actually the best spot for it because all my cities are here. There we go. I kind of want to check El Escorial again, by the way. Let me check that one more time. Because it says cities. +4 happiness on cities within 7 tiles. So, like, cities, like, does it have to be the city center? Because that's what I'm counting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if it's not, if it's just the borders, that would be pretty cool, too. Also, I'm fine with this. I'm not going to... I'd have to break this, then get here, or... So, yeah, it's... Nothing's going over there. Alright, we got ourselves another one, and yep, we're going to fill up this Ulem. Beautiful. 195 gold. Oh, I should have... Oh, never mind, we're fine. Alright, so we got our dungeons. Let's go ahead and get our other guy up and running, shall we? Before we do, can I get a good shipyard in here? Oh, nope. I was hoping to get another spot, but that's fine. Okay, we can get a 10 shipyard in there. I'm just going to put that down. Let's get a bazaar and a guild hall in here. Definitely both things I want. And I'm going to start with the bazaar. Yeah, I like that because those both take 5 turns, which means if I build the shipyard first, it'll actually make it cheaper. All right, there we go. There's Mazaka getting me 2 more relics, which means I got 8 more science. 400. Huh? Man, that looks great. Hey, you hate me, so can we get some more government secrets from you? And I took some stuff from you. I think we're finally ahead. But just because we're ahead doesn't mean we shouldn't say hello. Yeah, so let's go ahead and steal your stuff anyway, because you might be researching things I'm not. All right, so there's that. We're working on those. Now, who has the lowest number of people? We still got some 6s rolling around. You're at a 6 out of 9. I'm going to send Lafayette a farmer's market. Are you still at war, my friend? You're not. Good. Can we get an alliance? He has agreed to the alliance. What about Alexander? You agree to the alliance? Hopefully. They do, so now I'm back up to 40 extra gold, or science. We're at 495 science a turn. Alright, let's get Karwan back in our grasp. Unfortunate that that happened, but it is what it is. Yeah, now we're really rocking it. Also, we just need Himiko to get back on us with another friend of Way, which I'm sure she will. Let's go ahead and go with happiness. Though most likely someone's building El Escorial, because I just saw a thing. I might want to put 1, 2, 3... Oh, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's just as fine. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. All right, let's get one more food thing. Yeah, 9 turns. We're done with that. We're going to set you up for a... Oh, I can put a gristmill in. That's actually crazy. I will do that. Fishing town, please. Where can we put this gristmill at? Oh, I'm agreeing with that. 100%. That's more food I can send to places. It's connected to all my cities, by the way. All right, let's get an inn. Got 11 and a 10. Actually, this 10, that's a villa. I also have a 4 here, 2, 4, 5. 2, okay, I want more food. No, this is about the same. Yeah, let's put that there. Alright, I can't do a shipyard or wharf yet. That's fine. Sawmills and stuff would be pretty nice. Apparently, I have one of each, which I do. Could put it on that tile. I'm going to leave it alone for now. We'll let that build up. Send him more food. 5 turns, 5 turns. That's great. Ooh, there's a Himiko ability right there. Thanks. Can you hit me with the other one? Please hit me with the other one. So we discovered Charlemagne performing espionage on me, so he knows where my stuff's at. Yeah, our military is very light, by the way, so it's not great. I'm going to actually pop out an Alim real quick. We want to get our unique people out. And then, let's see about a shipyard, huh? Yeah, let's go ahead and plug that in. That's pretty good use of our time. And we'll see from there. All right, competing wonder. Who is building El Escorial? All right, you're just showing me building it, which means I don't know who this person is. That's unfortunate. So there's a good chance I might lose out on a score. If we do... Actually, let's try to... Dang it. It's going to buy a dungeon to kind of help boost that production. All right, let's get you over here. Oh, we found the blowholes. Taken by Charlemagne. Good for him, I guess. All right, see us lose a Scorial here shortly. Rigaholt was built. That's not a surprise. Have 30 fortifications. That's pretty good. All right, there's Portsmouth because, you know, we're talking to him. We're getting more of his territory revealed. All right, it's a good thing we talked to him. He's more inland than we thought. Have 4 Alims trained within 7 turns. We will do our best. We have 1. Okay, this is Almazwil. Let's go ahead and up this because we're going to get more gold out of that. All right, 195. I'm going to reject you for this, of course. I reject all of your advances on me. I will support this. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we have some resource allocation. I do need to get more trading in. For now, we're just going to take even more food. Yeah, look at all this food that we're getting from our areas, which will be increased once we unlock wharfs. We'll move the food around some more. All right, there we go. There's Karwan. We got Mazaka. What's next here? Ah, the Alim. So what will this do? Activate on another civ, get 50 gold for every improved resource tile the settlement has. So we want resource improvement. So that would mean like Fushimi, Fukui. Yeah, it looks like Fukui would be pretty good. Tokyo. Actually, I think Tokyo would be the way to go. So let's confirm Tokyo on that. Now we need 3 more in 7 turns. Now how long does it take for me to build Olims? Okay, 1 turn a pop, huh? Let's just go ahead and finish this. I don't think I have enough to buy my... No, I don't. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll just get the shipyard back in there. There we go. Yeah, let's get this thing done. That way we can have that ability. Let's get to Alfustat, actually. Get me my wharf. Gets me science. Beautiful. All right. Which also means I can get in here, and we can move some crabs into Alfustat, which is definitely what we want to do, because now that leaves this open for more important matters. Yeah, we can actually keep that in there. There's nowhere else to really go with, because I want the GDP per turn off of that. So let's get some happiness then. Fantastic. Yep, really good stuff. Yeah, we have a rather small empire, but we're rocking it very well. All right. Oh, missionary. Yep, let's pop off Kyoto, and then we'll get Fushimi. Do I want to move down 1 more for this? 2, 3. We wouldn't get this dies, but it is 1 more resource that we could work with. Yeah. Nope. There we go. Shahrastan. Now, she will still not be happy because we settled right next to her, but whatever. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and secure the other die. Yeah, let's go out for that. We do have a little bit of cash. Also, these are cheaper for me, so let's go ahead and get a fishing key. Put that there. And a harbor. Beautiful. And we'll see about the rest. Looks like we would want to put down a saw pit. I don't know why I'm getting science there, but that's nice. All right. Yeah, everything's slotted in. That's great. Everybody's still growing, which actually maybe they shouldn't be. Hold up. You see this little tiny dot right here. I'm going to let you grow 1 more time. Yep, everybody else is set. You're growing because I want all these happiness tiles for reasons. That's about it. I'm probably going to have to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to have that. Dang it. Yeah, I messed this up. I should have moved up 1, and then I could have put my gristmill in here. Yeah, it's a bummer. That's a bummer, but it is what it is. All right, moving on. I'm actually going to send you up. Looks like she's going to beat me to getting treasure over here so she can make those people mad. Honestly, that's fine with me for the most part. Oh, actually, looks like he might shut her down. All right, we can change our policies if we wish. So we're getting happiness adjacency from the palace, or we can get 2 food and 2 happiness in all of our towns. Yeah, we can double down on our towns if we want. We also get 2 gold and 2 influence in our cities. Well, that's 6 gold and 6 influence, so I don't really need that, but it's nice to have. Mainly, I did it for this. We got an extra belief, so let's go ahead and plug that in. Let's see. Yeah, we'll probably do Dawa. And I actually, don't worry, I will be trading with people. I know I normally grab this and then don't trade at all, which, you know, it's a stupid thing I do, I know. Let's see here. I'm actually going to grab one of these, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to kind of mess with Kurwan a little bit. You are ticking me off with this. Get out of my face. So let's do a sawmill. All right. And we're going to set you to a... Oh, wrong thing. Set you to a fishing town. Beautiful. We'll get the rest of this here. Put like a wharf here or something and kind of move things around. Alright, so, as for you, I don't know what I want to do with this stuff. It is gold, but I can just get gold out of this and food, so it's about the same thing. Alright, Kyoto's 7 turns. I might have to see what I'm going to do with Kyoto. I'm not quite sure yet. That's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get this. There we go. We're friends with people. Alright, fewest celebrations. I'm aware, Charlemagne. You're not a fan of me. I'm not a fan of you. Reformation would do convert population action, so we will do that, and then we'll go back to the home stretch. Alright, probably another relic, I think. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's get another relic. I don't really need this gold. Also, boom, that is 4 more gold for me, so don't mind if I do. And you know what? I want to make my people go faster. Competing religion. Yes, I know, I'm trying to get rid of it. It's a garbage religion. All right, let's move you up here. Boom. And we're going to go up north. See what we can find that way. All right, there's our all-in. What's this do? Activate on a science building. Gain a free random available tech. Oh, that is dirty. I hope it doesn't give me the one I'm almost done with. You know what? Let's skip a turn. That way we can confirm that. There we go. So we missed out on Eliscorial, who built it. Xerxes did, out of nowhere. Little rascal. Little scamp. Alright, so I'm going to go to Almaz Will here. And, okay, I can't build it there. Can I build it here? Are you kidding me? I cannot build Machu Picchu. Is it already built? If it's already built, that's fine. It's just grassland or tropical mountain. Are you not a grassland or tropical mountain? It says you're a grassland mountain. Why can I not build you? Ah, crap. That's why. Dang it. Out of reach. You're definitely not grassland. Alright, well, I messed that up. So, no Machu Picchu for us, but we still get good buildings out of it. Yes, I know my quest is running out. We're going to be just fine. Alright, let's get a free tech. Alright, good. Metallurgy. That's one less thing to worry about. Alright, let's secure this. Great. Move on. Well, that's a shame, Baghdad. That's a real shame. In that case, we should probably go for a university. Let's secure that in. Nice 4 there will make me feel better. And then we'll do the dungeon over here. And we'll do the armorer over here. Beautiful. That's great. Alright. Now, what do we got for the actions, huh? Our relationship will decrease over 60 turns. I reject that. I reject you rejecting me. Alright, as for our science, let's move on. We do want to get some innovation points, of course, but let's go ahead and go for gunpowder first. I kind of want to get towards the end of the tree and then go back for the innovation points. I think that's the best route for us to take. Alright, we're pretty good on this. Yep, good job converting me, you monster. Alright, we'll do that next turn. Let's get you in here, upgrade the boat. Actually, let's heal the boat. Gives us a chance to get a little more money back. Speaking of which, alright, so we do want to get more religion. I do also want to spread religion through trade. So I'm going to get some traders first. So it's a merchant. Let's get another merchant from Karwan here. I can get a wharf too, maybe? I won't with this merchant, will I? Yeah, so let's get the merchant. Oh, let's get the stonecutter, though. That'll equate to some good money. There we go. Alright, perfect. Yep, that'll work. Alright, there's our commander movement. Circumnavigate. Oh, we did it. I rarely ever get this card. That's amazing. Perfect. Oh, and then other stuff popped off. Alright, so that's pretty nice. Alright, I really don't want to change anything. Nice! I normally never get to circumnavigate. Thank you. Awesome, I love that card. Okay, cool. Yeah, I never get that. Good job. Yeah, we got it through Charlemagne here, it looks like. So, fantastic. Which means that probably ended. So, let's hit up Ada here, see if she'll take the trade map. She did. Perfect. Yeah, we just need to see her stuff. I think there's one more person we're missing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're missing one guy. So, yep, we gotta find him. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Apparently, we get a +1 happiness out of that. That's nice. I think we'll probably just hit the Ulim up, honestly. Yeah, we're only missing a -1. Yeah, and this is actually more science for me. That's crazy. Alright, so there's that. 240 gold. What do we do with this guy? That is a bummer. I've already built all my observatories, so he's kind of useless to me. But not entire. I wonder if it'd work in Kyoto if I made it an urban center, but it specifically says city. So yeah, that probably wouldn't work. I'm not losing my gold, so you can move on. Yeah, see you later, bud. Himiko, will you please talk to me? Oh my gosh, you beautiful lady. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's bring us into the 500s on our science. It sure does. Yeah, we are running away with science right now. Oh, that's beautiful. Ada's actually doing really well, though. She's ahead of us by... Oh, wow, someone snuck ahead by a point. We'll get through that. They're probably going to get ahead of us a little bit because we're not doing our masteries in a certain way. Oh, hey, look, we finally bumped into 3rd place. We're only 40... Actually, 38 points behind 2nd place. And 1st place is really not that far behind, so we are climbing. I'm not really saying I'm going to pick that option. It's just I kind of want it available. So both of these are gone. We could go out here. Notre Dame would be pretty nice. So would White Tower. Either way, we would have to get through these. Society, we do get a settlement limit out of this, so there is a bonus for that. Really, either way we go, kind of works out. Let's go for White Tower. So yeah, let's get through this. All right. I kind of like my current government at the moment. Alright, missionary, we've got to go here. Looks like they're trying to send something to me. Merchant, let's go talk to Olympia, way up there. Good grief, that's far. Alright, now as for you, yeah, let's talk to Westchester. Or Winchester, my bad. Okay, we'll do that. Great. Alright, let's get 2 more relics, which equals 8 more science for me. Boom, 578. Beautiful. Alright, let's set our all-in off. Should get us a ton of gold. Hey, that's like 200 gold right there. It's pretty good. Alright, you are good. I could set you up for a, well, I'd have to upgrade you, but I don't feel like doing that. Alright, you need religion. Really, that's it. Because card 1, we're fighting. Alright, so let's go ahead, get in here. Okay, you could get a shipyard. You don't need a temple. We'll just go to Baghdad and get this taken care of. Yeah, let's get our missionary out of there. And then, yeah, we could try to... Oh, wow, he really made his way up here. Really nice, really nice. Yeah, I kind of want to convert Xerxes. I kind of feel like converting him. So we're going to get a missionary. Let's do that. We need one more Alim, which we'll have next turn. So this all works out perfectly for us. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, let's get that Alim. Let's get this going. Perfect. Alright, so let's see that challenge pop off here, shall we? Come on, give me a good one. Alright, there's that. Let's see what our narrative choice is. Oh, some stuff happened. Alright, first off. Alright, 62 culture in Hunza. Oh, Lundrez, looks like he cut her off. Alright, looks like, oh, that's a weird one. I don't know if I'm really like that. I can't stop it. Whatever. Oh, and there's Charleston all the way up there. Very odd that Himiko would name. I can't click on that. Okay. What did we get? 5 happiness. Alright. Didn't really do a dent, but that's fine. I'll take it. Alright, we are going to want a few things. Of course, we do want to increase our specialists here, but before we do, let's make sure... I would like this unique quarter the most, so that's going to be 3, 4. We need one more guy. Do we even have that unlocked? I think we do have that policy, just not plugged in, right? Let's see. 2, 2... 1 to 2. Oh yeah, here we go. 1 in science and gold for each resource assigned to cities with at least 5 specialists. Yeah, so we'll get that plugged in eventually. It's not really a necessity at the moment. Also, I've decided to change my plans. Oh, we are growing. We can go ahead and kind of cut her off with this. Might as well do that. If she takes that tile, so be it, but I don't think the AI is going to want to settle that anymore, if she was. Alright, I'm going to accept this gold. I don't need the combat strength, and I was taking a look at the map, and I think you'll all agree with me. So, you discovered Himiko was performing espionage to steal tech for being revealed as -16. It was successful, and she stole castles. Okay, well, good for her. I do have 590 science, so that is a thing. I don't really care. As long as she keeps sending me Queen away, I really don't care what she does to me, honestly. Yeah, I'm a very magnanimous human being, I should say. Alright, so... A merchant wouldn't be a bad idea here, actually. You know what? Yeah, snag one of those. We can send a little closer, you know, a little closer. Now, I might do one more settle around here. I don't know if I will, though, because I have noticed something, and I think we're better off that way. All right, so do I want to keep this one little tiny science? I don't think so. I think we'll take these instead. I kind of like those instead, so do we have our temple here? We do not. We can get a temple. I'm going to go ahead and get our saw pit and sawmill, though, because this actually... works out in our favor. Boom, look at that. Get an extra science. Alright. Yeah, we're going to build these. We'll get these 2 saw pits. 2, 3. Okay, we can't reach that. That's whatever. But we can still get our temple. I'm going to hold on to that money just a little bit, though. Let's not get crazy here. Alright, we got ourselves a missionary. Go ahead and... Oh, wait. Nope. Wrong way. This guy is going to go to Parsa. Alright, you're going to go to Parsa. This missionary is going to get... Card back. Good. So what happened here? Oh, that was the international incident. City-state. Alright. Excess happiness. Good. Alright. Now what's this Alim do? Activate on a culture building to gain an additional tradition slot. Ooh, that's actually really good. I'll go ahead and do that. I wish that stayed. Sadly, that's just a this turn type of thing. Alright, so create an observatory in a city. This observatory gains +2 science. Tile must be less than 2... Okay, yeah. Right. Do we want to make Kyoto into a city? I'm not entirely thrilled about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really that thrilled about turning Kyoto into a city, if at all. What's in here? So that's an altar. Did Himiko actually do her job right? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a 3 adjacency. She kind of did her job right. Oh, and this is a 3 as well. A longi, though. What is a longi? That's not cool. All right, so that's slightly messed up, but we can make it work. We can make this work. All right, before we go all crazy, I just want to do a little test. All right, do a little test. I'm going to do that test next turn, though, with Kyoto. All right, now, welcome to the fold. Let's go over here. I could go up to Tori. All right, I need you there. I could have went there. Oh, well. Not a big deal. All right, let's snag this bad boy. Keep exploring. We've already circumnavigated. Now, I have checked the map, and I have decided... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we're not warring before you all get excited with me counting him. No, I just wanted to see here. Okay, 3. There's a mountain there. That's a little unfortunate. 2, 3. All right, I think we might do a settle around here. I think we might try to come around this way. We need more settlement limit for it, but I think that's what we're going to do. That's going to be what we're planning. I think it's time to get more of this continent while we can before other people start taking it, and I know they will start claiming it. Oh, we met the last guy. Ah, Benny boy. You're the one, aren't you, you little sneak? I can already tell you he stole my gray library. Guaranteed. Little mastermind here. 10 of 11, 613. Yeah, look at that. It's 3 behind me. We gotta get up on this science here. Little monster. Gosh. Not a fun time against him. Let me tell you. Machu Picchu. Yeah, I would have loved that. Would have loved that. Alright, so trade routes. That's great. Spread this. I don't know to who. Tokyo. Alright, cool. We could do more stuff. Let me go to Shiraz here. Can I buy a settler? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and start doing that. We're going to start settling our land more. It's just a lot of good stuff around here. Also, I just like how it looks. Yeah, like, she should come down one. Let me see here. She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she got 5. 7. All right. Oh, wow. Mucho Picare is still open. I'm not going all the way up there. That's wasting my time. I could have hit Venice up. Yeah, see this? I don't want to come up here with any of... Okay, Canal, doing Zaria, Vilnius. Okay. Oh, Vilnius says Great Barrier Reef, though. I could actually get the whole thing. Dang, that's actually a decent settle. Oh, and it comes back around over here. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out. All right, moving on. All right, so Kyoto. I want to see if Urban Center works. I doubt it. It said city. Okay, yeah, that figures. That tracks. All right, we'll go ahead and... Oh, 875 to convert this. That is annoying. Okay. Oh, it looks like... Can I get the mosque? Maybe not. That looks like a happiness building, so that wouldn't count for a urban center situation. All right, well, we're going to move on from that. Let's go ahead and get the... put this back to growing for now. We will go ahead and get a brickyard, though. I'm going to get rid of this crummy library. I do need to go here, though, if I want another gold building. Apparently... Oh, we already got it. Perfect. Yeah, we can go ahead and crush this, then. Let's get our... stone cutter. Yeah, we're gonna lose 2 science. Ooh, no. Yeah, because we have good old buildings. All right, that means we could put an ulem here. Okay, yeah, we'll put this stuff here, and then we can put this stuff. Okay, yep, it's all starting to come together. Yeah, Kyoto does not have a ton of production. It's 34. It's a crummy thing, but I want to use this ulem, you know. So I'm gonna sleep him right there. Once I get enough money for Kyoto, we're gonna rock and roll. All right, you are... Okay, we're going to Olympia. We're going to... Are we going to Manchester? I don't think we are. I know we're going to him. I'm not doing that because you're all the way on the other side. Yeah, I don't think we are talking to her. If we are, hey, guess what? We'll just open up another trade route network with her. It shouldn't be too hard. All right, I want you to auto-explore, so I'm going to skip a turn. I got to turn that into gold. Let's go ahead and pillage this bad boy. 50 culture, 100 happiness, 22 production to Samara. What's Samara even doing right now? It's finally building its shipyard. What else you got going on in here? Dang, you got a lot going on. Or a lot you can have going on, which we should definitely be doing. Alright, so first off, what's in here? Alright, saw pit brickyard. Right. Monument Villa. Is this where we put our sawmill? Okay, so Monument Villa here that really doesn't offer any benefits to the ulem, which means I can put a stonecutter in there. One other thing, and then put something there. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Alright, that tracks. First, we'll start off with the university and the... where are you at? And the armorer. Yeah, so university. Lovely 4 university. Armorer right on top of that bad boy. Beauty. Yeah, we're going to do that. Then we'll see about the bank and other things. Moving on. Back over here. 50 culture, 100 happiness. Could use the culture and happy. Let's try to get through some stuff here. Great. 7 gold, can't do much. We have our settler, but we just bought him, didn't we? Yep, we did. Okay. Let's move on. Let's get the turns going. How are we doing on gold, by the way? Very low, but not that low, actually. Actually, wow, we're doing great. Xerxes is the only guy beating us to gold. And that's kind of his, you know, shebang. So, all right, let's get a tradition slot. That's a beauty right there. All right, what do we want? What do we want? Have we done any tech masteries? 5% towards building buildings. Let me just check those masteries real quick. Oh, that's a negative. That's a negative. That's a waste of time. Actually, speaking of which, how are we looking on this? So we're 34. Yeah, we'll get those innovations. Our main goal is to actually, I think future teching does more for this because you force them to go through. Because if they're able to pick stuff up, that they can snowball a little bit on you. Actually, we're not that bad here. Ooh, only like 16 points. Or 20, no, it is 26. 26 points, and then Ben's really not that far. Actually looking pretty solid. All right. So masteries mean nothing to me. In that case, let's just grab some food and happiness from our towns. You know, I think that'd be pretty good. 241 happy. Not hot, not the highest, not the lowest either. Actually, we might be the lowest. Nope. Lafayette's a little lower. Man, how are these people getting so happy? Oh, we got another tradition slot from this. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and change that policy, too. I could add some stuff. You know, I'm not opposed to it. You know, more culture and happiness. Actually, we should take culture. Oh, that's in their cities, though. Well, we will have a fourth city. Won't do much for me, but it'll be something, I guess. Anything else in here worth a grain of salt? Happiness on my wonders, never bad. We do have a few wonders. Gold and influence in my cities. That's 3 cities right now, so really that's only 6 gold and 6 influence. It's not a whole lot. I still need 1 more specialist to activate this. You know what? Yeah, let's do some... This is for cities, which is fine. Let's do some culture and happiness. So we're at 230. Yeah, I'll take it. That's 30 more culture. That's at least maybe partial of a turn. All right, we do want to start putting specialists in here, I think. So what we got here? So 6-1. Okay, that's not terrible. Or we can get 3 production and 6 science. We could also come up here. The one downside for gold building specialists is it takes a while to get another gold building to activate this, so it's kind of hurts us. All right, so really, I should probably do either this or this, and I'd rather just have 1 less happiness hit on me, so we'll do that. All right, apparently espionage happened. Ada knows where my people are. That's great. Actually, speaking of espionage, we still doing stuff? I think we've done stuff to Ada. Okay, yeah, we still are. Good. Perfect. I could denounce her military presence. That seems like a bad idea. First to found 8 temples was Benjamin. Good for him. 42 on the culture. Not that high. Why would I not be able to activate? Oh, because there's nothing going on here. That's why. All right, let's start hitting parse up. All right, so I think 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's dirty. But I have to do this settle. I guess I really don't have to, but it does close up this situation here. So we are going to do that. And then we'll start settling the good stuff. Yeah, sometimes you have to do a bad settle to get a great settle. I will use the money to upgrade this Karak. All right, so I see 1 person here. Where is it suggesting more? So she did decide to settle Birmingham like an idiot, but whatever. Not my problem to deal with. You're auto-exploring, right? Okay. Good. Oh, I see why you did that. Cancel that exploration. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do that next turn. You can go up this way. That's really all we need to do. Trade maps. You know what? We do need to do trade maps to Ben. We don't have it yet. We will soon. Do have a farmer's thing. Do we want to do farming with anybody? 8 out of 15. I love how they have so much settlement limit and are not using it, and I hope it stays that way. All right. Lowest is Lafayette with 6. I'm going to send him a farmer's market. I know I could try to get more allies, which would get me 20 more science. Man, I'm at 607. Why is my science dropping? And he's starting to climb. This ain't cool. Himiko, I need you. I need you, girl. Come on. You gotta send me that thing. All right, there we go. There's Alfu Stat. Let's try to climb again. If I can get more relics, that would also be great, too. A little extra boost to our scientific endeavors. All right. 891. I know we have enough now. Let's go ahead and actually boost that science, shall we? First off, gotta protect my territory. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's fully out. I can just get this tile, but we'll shutter out all the way on things we can do. So there we go. That's all that really matters to me. So we hit that, hit this. There we go. Now we can get Parsa in our grasp. You've accomplished your goal. I could send you all the way over here. Let's see. Mazaka. Yeah, go up to Mazaka. Let's start doing that. All right, you're going to auto. Yep, go that way. Thank you. Oh, you went right through the thing. That's what I wanted to see. Minus 100 culture, but I get 100 science. Nah, I don't need that. I'll take 100 gold. All right, so that's out of the way. Sadly, I got to control this guy. All right, let's go over to Kyoto. It's not a perfect city, but a city nonetheless. There we go, converted. Let's activate this bad boy. Oh, really? Because there's 2 buildings in there, even though they can be overbuilt. All right, so we're going to do a little cheat. All right, so watch this little ditty here. All right, so observatory. I'm going to put that. Yeah, I was just seeing the other stuff. We're going to put that right there. I'm going to cancel that. Should have it deleted. Boom. Look how quickly that worked out. Now I'm boosting 11 science, which doesn't appear to be activating. In fact, I seem to be having less science. What is going on here? Alright, anyway, we're going to get into building. We should get a university for sure. Definitely need that. So let's do our armorer right here. I don't think there's any other good adjacency stuff. There's a double out there maybe we'll make use of. Okay, so let's put the armorer here. Then after the armorer, we're going to do the university because we care about science the most. Alright. I'm going to put my Madrasa Mosque over here. All right. This is a lighthouse that we're going to have to crush, probably. For now, we're going to do a... Let's see. Let's do our bazaar and our guild hall over here. Okay, we're going to do our hospital and our bank over here. We do have menageries and pavilions and such, which we could use. Probably should. In my opinion, this area doesn't really need gold. It needs production. So we are going to do a shipyard. Put a shipyard Oh, well, there is some ideas there, but we're going to put a shipyard right there. We'll put the wharf with it. All right, so there's that. All right, now we could still put our dungeon in. I'm not opposed to it. We could put our dungeon in with a grist mill. Grist mill really doesn't have much to offer, does it? All right, so question is if we want that quarter. All right, so these are 5s, these are 4s, these are 7s. Right, this wharf. Honestly, I'll just kind of keep it as is. I could purchase some of these buildings in time, but yeah, we're just going to... Oh, my bad. Let me get that one other thing where you at. Temple. Yep, gonna need a temple right there. Perfect. All right, we're going to let Kyoto do its thing for now. It could get some productions, I guess. Anything worthwhile? Yeah, looks like not really. I could take out this cotton. We'll give it to Kyoto to help it out a little bit. Let's throw some dyes in here. I need to do more trading. Also, I need more room to trade, too. All right, welcome, Kyoto. Congratulations. 606. Yeah, why am I dropping? Like, each turn I'm losing, like, science. No, I'm at 607. Notre Dame got built. Okay, that's unfortunate, but not a big deal. That would have been great. To be fair, Notre Dame would synergize very well with... all right, cool. Oh, we were the first to research gunpowder. That is fantastic. So we've got naval movements. Ooh, 10 in my cities. Yes, please. I actually need to build up Kyoto. So let's do that. So, honestly, Notre Dame's great in general for any civ, really. Because you get 3 culture on your specialists while in a celebration. And it starts a celebration immediately. And that's great. So, honestly, if you're a specialist heavy... If you're doing specialist heavy stuff, you want to be in here. So this synergizes great with pretty much anybody, really. But, like, you know, Confucius that loves making specialists, he definitely wants that. We would definitely want that. I mean, we're all about getting specialists in and using them to our full advantage. So, yeah, it's a really great wonder to have just in general. Okay, we could do Stonehead. Honestly, maybe I do Stonehead. I could do another policy, get a free civic. If we do Stonehead, that might... Can we do Stonehead in Samara? All right, so we do have... Nope, that belongs to Iran Sahar. All right, we do have 2 Stonehead options here, but we're going to crush this anyway, so that's kind of pointless. We're going to crush this too. I could put a Stonehead there. I don't know if I own that or not. Let me find out. I do not own that. All right, so we are losing a few areas, which is not great. Do I have any other things I can build? Of course not. All right, so we won't get the full benefit of a Stonehead, which is putting them next to each other, but I can put a Stonehead here. That'd be great. I still want my bank and stuff, so that's going to have to go there, which then I'll have to move that. And then I'm going to crush this. I can put it there. All right, so there's a few Stonehead options, at least in Samara. I mainly care because this is, you know, we get 3 science and 2 production on unique improvements with Serpent Mound, which is great if you're doing a certain type of run. We could put... So, no, we're going to put the bank there, so that's going to be crushed. Oh, we do have great Stonehenge over here. Okay, yeah, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. Stonehead. Yeah, we're going to get Stonehead. Definitely. Yeah, we got some areas we can plug that in, so I was just mainly looking at the first one that's really going to help me out. All right, so now we can do future tech whenever we want, so we're not doing that. 10 innovation, scientific attribute point, and 2 siege units. Okay, we're going to do that one first, and then we're going to just kind of swing back around. Yes, we stole 1,200 science. That's what we're talking about. Probably going to do that again. Just because I'm ahead doesn't mean I shouldn't be more ahead. You know what I mean? We do have one more wonder we can try to go for, so we're going to keep that plugged in for now. Keep this in. Overbuilding. Yeah, we are kind of doing that a little bit. Overall, I think we're going to keep what we got. This is good, but not great. Yeah, I'm just going to keep what I have. Honestly, the government's working for me. All right, let's get Parsa in there. How are we looking on relics, by the way? So we have room, and I don't really have... Okay, you're going back to auto-explore. Okay. Actually, I probably should get a temple in here. Let's go ahead and do that. Snap that in there. Let's go ahead and get a guy if we can. We can't. All right, we're going to buy a guy next turn because I do want to kind of get over here just to get some relics. I don't care about spreading my religion too much in distant lands, but I do want to get the relics while I can. The relics is mainly what I want. Not really to spread my religion, but to have the stuff that we need. That's really all that matters to me. Borobudur, I'm pretty sure that was already built. That would have been pretty cool. We're not changing any... Well, I have to click this anyway because it's going to go in there. All right, got 62 science. Nice. All right, so where are we at here in Kyoto? We could put specialists in. That has some benefits and some non-benefits depending on, you know, how we go about this. So I get 3 food out of this. Gotcha. So that's what the Longi will give me. Kind of wish we could hold off. You know what? Yeah, let's just... I'm going to keep grabbing some stuff in Kyoto for now. I don't know if I really want specialists in Kyoto too much. I'm going to reject that, obviously. I don't even know why he would tell me not to be a cultural powerhouse. All right, what else we got? Ooh, yes, please. That'd be great. That's a lovely endeavor. All right, I'm making 102 influence a turn, which is actually phenomenal. Yeah, I'm doing great on influence per turn. Okay, yes, Himiko, I'm glad you like me. Send me things, please. You're being very stingy. All right, we're going to go for the heliocentric model. Let's get that out of the way. All right, Almazwil, we could do our thing right away. 4 turns for calculus. I say before we do that, we should finish up some things. Oh, apparently I can build stone heads here. Oh, wow. Those are actually pretty deep. Oh, hey, I got 3 production here, if I care. All right, first off, let's move some things around. So this needs to go, because I don't like it. I love this, so that needs to do something. There's my Ulem. All right, I got to get rid of... I got to get these upgraded. So we got a lot of building to do. A lot of building. I really wish I could have got a wonder here, but it is what it is. All right, so... How are we on turns, by the way? Oh, 45. Oh, man, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right, so... Okay, I definitely want to put a bank and hospital right there. That's for sure. It's a nice 3 adjacency we can work with. So let's go ahead and plug that in. 18 and... Oh, right. That is correct. All right, so why is this an 18? That's weird. It shouldn't be an 18. All right, bank, hospital, armorer, university. That's where we're going to start, too, with the armorer and university, I think. Because that'll be production I can work with. And more science for me. All right, perfect. That is done. Sawmill, we can do... Not see much else. Okay, wharf. Let's go ahead and plug that in. Oh, yeah, might as well get a 3 over here. We'll lose the adjacency, but hey, whatever. That will also allow us to slot more things in. Now, I will do this a little differently. There we go. Sawmill... I am kind of feeling. For now, let's go pavilion for our amphitheater and menagerie. I'll put that right there, and then we'll see about destroying this. I haven't decided yet. All right, perfect. Yeah, we'll let that kind of form up. Shiraz, I'm going to just go ahead and buy stoneheads in. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to buy stoneheads in Samara. Yeah, we're going to do that. It's better this way. Can I get another one? Nope. Yep, that just turned into more production, more science. Actually, that's a decent amount of culture, dang. All right, so we got Parsa. Should we hit Bactria up? Yeah, let's hit Bactria up. You're next. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Oh, that's right, we're allied. Might as well go through there, then. There's Lafayette going around. Yeah, we need to get over here. All right, there's Forbidden City. I completely forgot about Forbidden City. I completely forgot about that one. That actually probably was within my power to change. All right, we'll start... Oh, that was a clay pit? Ah, dang it. I messed up. I thought I should have read them. Should have read them. Ah, well, they're in there. Actually, I could put... I could. Yeah, that's an option. All right, there's Forbidden City right there. I could have built that. All right, either way, I don't care about any of this except... Oh, maybe I do want to upgrade. No, it's still just 4 gold. That doesn't matter then. +1 food on farms and plantations and farming towns, fishing towns. Okay, whatever. Oh, there's a relic. Let's grab a relic. And then I'll probably grab another relic. What's this getting me? +5 trade range. That seems reasonable, actually. There's Bactria. All right, we made it to Manchester. Let's trade with her. Apparently we have some stuff we can slot. Okay, we got crabs. Let's go ahead and throw that in. Kyoto. Where else we got? I'd love to have more slots for things. Drop. Basically, I'm going to drop a happiness, aren't I? You know what? No, that is 3 production. I kind of need that. Let's drop the dyes. And why am I grabbing that? Wrong thing. There we go. Just get you 8 food. I'll help you grow a bit faster, even though I don't care for your growth. Sounds good. Actually, I'm going to drop this because I can get more happiness out of this. There we go. All right, keep going. Keep exploring. Keep seeing the world. Oh, speaking of which, let's go talk to Benny Boy. Should have trade maps open. He's the last person. Okay, well, that was cool. I got a social policy slot for that. I'm going to go ahead and plug in... There we go. 541. Okay, my science is still dropping like a bird. What is going on? Yeah, now he's getting ahead of me. What is going on? Why am I losing so much science? If anything, I plug these cards in, I should be getting science. Build a wonder. I'm worried that if I grab this... Okay, we're going to try it, but I have a feeling that it's not going to work if we stop. Dang it. Lose some happiness. We'll lose in Samara. Samara has so much happiness. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we should be climbing. Oh, wow, look at that. We're already in 2nd place, getting real close to 1st. We're only 100 points behind him, and that will climb even faster with more of those gold buildings and other things. All right. Someone is making religion. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, there's a relic. That'll help boost our science a tad more. We're going to keep going through culture right now. We're good on science. We're just picking a few things up, and then we're going to kind of cheese it. All right, so I am going to grab this tile, even though technically I should grab this tile. But that's fine. Yes, I will support this. Anything to get my culture going, honestly. All right, so... Oh, there it is. Queen of War. So we're at 580. Bring us up to 600, please. 700, even better. Man, I wish you would just spam that more, please. Come on. You don't need to be stingy with it, I promise. Alright, celebration. Give me another relic. It's just more science for me. Alright, so where are we at here? I can get production on specialists, gold on specialists. Could get happiness. I could put this in and move this. That's also an option. Actually, so now we're at 8 gold and 8 influence. It's still really not a lot. You know what? Let's make it easier to maintain our specialists, huh? I got us 8 happiness back. Alright, yep, I'm going to plug this in. We're going to lock her in. Boom. There's Artabil. Great. I go ahead and just go here, and I'm going to back out. Yeah, we'll crush this. A lot of woods over here, so yeah, crushing one of them won't hurt. Let's go ahead and do a... you know what? Let's do a brickyard here, and then I'll put a saw pit out here. That works. We got a decent amount of money. Yeah, we'll do the whole thing. So fishing key. Oh, hold up. Okay, yep. Oh, that's good. If I go here... Actually, I do kind of like that. Fishing key, harbor. All right, now back to what I was doing. Stonecutter, sawmill. We could throw a temple in there, but let's not get greedy. Yeah, because I'm going to buy... Oh, do I have the room, actually? No, I'm at 10 of 10. Actually, how am I looking on this? Alright, so I have a whole other settlement limit up here. And then we got a few more. We got 3 turns. Good thing we went to White Tower. I don't know if we'll grab it, but we're about to get another settlement limit in 3 turns, so I will go ahead and buy a guy. That way we can get him moving to a new location. Alright, perfect. Let's get our last growth in, because I'm going to want the furs. Beautiful. Alright, that's what I'd like to see. That's actually looking great. Alright, so we have more stuff. You need food. There you go, 12 food. I know we lost 6 food, but that's fine. We're going to throw some happiness in there to make up for it. We got Fishing Town, Growing Town. Oh, Kerwan is... Let me get over here. Okay, I need to build you up. That is my bad. You don't have a war for anything. We got to fix that. All right, Hoalu. That's nice. Mamalapuram. Maybe we do befriend them. All right, so we got Rila Monastery, which we don't care about. I'm going to befriend this guy. 8 turns sounds pretty good. Pretty reasonable. All right, back over here. Artabil grew again immediately. That's great. Let's get some gold injection right now. So we'll hit that up. All right, so now we just need innovations, because that's all we really care about. I'm going to hit this one. I don't know if I'm going to build Havana Harbor, but we'll see. I have 3 charges left. Get me up to Haran here. Deal with them. All right, so 2, 3. When it comes to water, I don't care. 1, 2, 3. Now this is 1, 2, 3. I moved down 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Trying to see what's the best option here. 2, 3. Do I care about the crabs and the pearls? I don't really think I do. These are mostly just towns, by the way. I'm just capturing land at this point. 2, 3. I can capture this whole volcano. Yeah, because you miss out on the volcano tiles. You would not. Which, honestly, this is kind of cool. Because I like how I can get into this waterway, and this waterway through one settlement. So I'm going to do that for the cool factor. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Because it looks cool. Sometimes you just gotta do things because it looks cool, okay? You want to win, but why not win in style? Alright, snag that bad boy. Need more culture. There we go, shaved a turn. Alright, we made it to Olympia, fantastic. Also, we're spreading our religion this way too, which I love. Alright, so we got camels. That's actually a big deal. Let's go ahead and drop this, get the camels in. Boom. Then we can go boom. Hey now. Boom. And boom. That's more GDP per turn. Yeah, GDP per turn is actually not too hard to acquire. This is the most gold. I'm going to lose some happy because I want more money. Yep, that's way better. Yeah, so GDP, getting the GDP per turn is actually not too difficult. Yeah, look at this. We're just climbing. I don't know why I'm ahead in culture, but I'm not going to complain. Oh, 43 for her. Yeah, we need to get through these initiatives and stuff and start doing future tech, which we will be doing. So we're going to be just fine on that. All right, victory condition has unlocked, which does not matter to us really at all. All right, we got our settlement limit. We're moving for that. Indentured, great. We've unlocked Havana Harbor. I do want to build that, actually. The problem is where I would build it. Wonder if Nan Madal's available too. All right, 3, 4. Let's get our 5th guy. All right, so we could go for a 3, 5, or we can go for a 4, 6. And honestly, I'd rather go for a 4, 6. That's what we're going to do. All right, that is fantastic. Now let's get over here. We got 2, 3 people. Let's go ahead and look at this. This evens out. It's a 0 happiness. Oh, I guess it's a 0.2, but whatever. Boom. Also, just more injections of gold. I love that. Won't make me happy? Give me money. All right, that's just a thing. All right, we're going to grab this. Mainly, I'm grabbing these happinesses because Kyoto is okay, but once we start building stuff, if we want to actually do anything, we'll have to, you know, mess with that. All right, we could go for happy, but in this case, I actually want this. Sharistan has 14 production. Now, before I even decide to deal with this, can we even build them? So, Nan Madal is available, and I know I can build it here. Havana Harbor is available, and I know I can build it here. The downside is, we're going to do it. We're going to give her the old college try. This production is trash, okay? I really don't want to even build anything here. This is straight up just because of these 10 turns. All right, well, let's start with Havana Harbor because it also gets me an economic point. So that's my main goal. All right, where do we want to put this? It's 3 gold regard. Well, we could boost our temple or happiness building, I suppose. Yeah, we might as well just boost the temple and happiness building. So there's that, and then Nan Madal, where would that go? It has to go in the water as well. 3 culture, happiness, and production on the palace and city hall on islands. So this can really go anywhere, apparently. So I really don't care where this goes. I'll just put it next to the harbor. All right, so we're going to let that go. Hopefully we can get one of those. I know the ideal situation would actually be to build Nan Madal to get the production to then be faster on this, so fine, you guys won me out. Congratulations, we'll give it a shot. I don't know if anyone else has the ability to build that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So yeah, we're going to get our innovation points, climb that. Let's go ahead and get sovereignty. Oh wait, no, we need imperialism. I'm trying to get these last few wonders, if we can. Alright, so Baghdad finished its armorer. Honestly, Baghdad's looking pretty good. I do need to get these. They are 5 innovation points each, which is pretty good. Naval units get +1 movement. And then there's the 10 innovation, getting me a scientific attribute point, which guarantees pretty much the whole science tree to me. So both of those are great. I do need to finish up my buildings, because we're still fine, but we are at the 50% mark. We are getting pretty closer to done. So we got to kind of speed things along a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and do our money. All right. Oh, yeah, we're fine. Man, look at that tile. Goodness, look at that tile. What a tile. Yeah, let's crush that for the bank hospital combo. Alright. Next up, we need to get our menageries and pavilions going. So let's start with the pavilion first, probably. Oh, I've already started on the kiln here. Okay, perfect. Yep, then we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to lose some influence now. Let's do menagerie. Let's do a menagerie here. Not seeing... Oh, actually, cancel the menagerie. My bad. I'm going to put an inn right here. And we'll put the menagerie over here. There we go. Perfect. Now I still need a shipyard and wharf, of course. Definitely the shipyard. We'll throw that right over there. The wharf, yeah, you know what? We'll replace the lighthouse. We don't really need that lighthouse. So there's that. Apparently I have stonehead options in 2 locations. Not really care about that. So yep, this is everything we want. Actually, I'm just going to run it pretty much as is. Yep, I know it's all over the place. Normally I go from lowest to highest, but in this case, I want to go this way. I'm going to take the extra. There we go. So that's 108, making great stuff per turn. Baghdad is at 25 though, so we do want to be a little careful on that. I don't really want to change anything. We could grab our happiness actually, but we're gonna be fine. All right, so did someone build something? Ah, yes, a distant land's getting... Oh, that's right, we made it a city. Drop that. You're gonna give this production to him just to try to fix things. You get happiness though, so I hope you like that. Yeah, there's no other production really to throw at it. I have one thing of cotton going across my empire. It's insane. Pretty funny actually. You're gonna go up to that. And we're going to snag these while we can. All right, as for you... Oh, yep, grab that bad boy. Almost missed that. They blend right in if you're not paying attention. Goodness, so hard to see. What's this? Heliocentric model, people doing stuff. Good for them. Yeah, this age is going to really push through here. 25 toward... No, just give me culture. Get me culture. I don't care about building Mamluks faster. We're going to be just fine. Almaz will. Let's take... That's a 2.2 hit. That's a 3.5. You don't have your science building yet, do you? Oh, you do. Why are you a 3.3? Right, that makes sense. But then 1, 2, 3. Where are you getting your extra? That is my question. Okay, I don't know where you're getting your extra, but we're going to go over here. That way I take less of a hit. As for you, really, we're just focused on expansion at this point. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, we're all the way out over here. We could get these pearls. Oh, hey, you know what? That 4 production looks pretty good. Ardabil would probably be a mining town if I was going to suggest anything. There's that. Ooh, yes, I will support 12 science. Now I'm finally getting stuff my way. Yeah, the one downside for me going, oh, hey, I just need this and I'm going to make a whole bunch, is it is intrinsic on the fact of if she would do things for me. That is kind of a downside. All right, so we got our armorer done. Now, let's look into... Yeah, we do want an inn, probably. The wharf. If we put the wharf here, we'll actually get a boost. That's insane. Yeah, let's go ahead and plug that in. That's an insane ability right there. I should have put my lighthouse over here. Oh, well. So we're going to put that in. I need a bank and a hospital. Goodness, yeah, I can't pass up at 20. Give me that hospital, too. Kind of wish some of these buildings would contain some things, you know? All right, so... The question is, do I destroy this for a stonecutter? I mean, I'm not getting any ability off of that unless I do this. Yeah, so I think for now, let's plan ahead. Let's do a menagerie pavilion. Menagerie here. Pavilion with it. That way we at least get one bonus on top of, you know, having Zeddy Daw there. And then we'll figure out if we're going to do the rest once we get there. All right, snag this bad boy. 30 production, but I lose 100 influence for 2 turns. Yeah, I'm actually going to give Samara that production. All right, Ada did a thing, which means she's shooting further ahead from me. Yep, 20 points ahead of me. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. All right, what got built? There's White Tower, so we have nothing to worry about there anymore. That's a bummer. All right, so the only wonders left are really Nan Madal. I could maybe do Than Hue. All right, what is this? Samara? Yeah, fill this in. Yeah, this is the best one. 98 happiness. Goodness, Samara, you're cranking it out. Really appreciate that. All right, let's get metal casting. Yeah, this age is going to start shooting through because I'm just going to be done with everything. All right, there's our wharf. Beautiful. Right, there's our next settle, which we do have available. All right, Macaw. Yeah, see, I knew this would happen, and I'm not complaining about it. I could have came over here a long time ago. All right, so actually, I should put my stuff there. I want to go this way. There we go. So, or I could put my fishing key here, actually. That's fine, too. You know what? I will put the fishing key. No, not a brickyard. Yeah, let me think on this. Yeah, we don't need a brickyard here, like, at all. Well, there is that, but really not that important. All right, so I'm thinking fishing key. All right, harbor. Boom. We got that out of the way. Saw pit. Boom. Sawmill. Boom. If I really want to capitalize, I could crush that, but I'm not going to. All right, I can put a temple in. I'm going to kind of leave this be. This could be a resort town. There's enough happiness to go around. Maybe. For now, let's kind of leave this as is. Macaw can grow. Artabil, I could get you in temple. Let's go ahead and do that because you have an adjacency for it, and I can get a missionary over here faster. All right, now Shiraz, talk to me. I want to get some stone. Nope. Shiraz will get its stone heads later. Amara is going to get its stone heads. We're going to buy stone heads for Samara still. All right. That'll stay. Can I get one more? Nope. I'll put one right there. One right there. Do you have anything? You already got filled up. Oh, Macaw. Yeah, no. You gotta move that. I know I'm actually decreasing the food I'm giving my people, which is funny. Alright, so you've acquired that. Anything else to acquire? Not really, so might as well just... Oh, well, probably go around this way. That way I can at least see it. Alright, 60 influence or 150 gold. We'll take the gold, even though we're not getting influence for like 2 turns. So we need to snag this bad boy. The reason I was fine with the 2 turns is we make so much influence. Alright, and we got it back. It's a shame we unlocked that a turn late, huh? More innovation. Go ahead and head out to that. Alright, Stan, guess what? I need more production. Try to build this thing faster. Alright, now Artabil. Honestly, I want to... Yeah, we can go back and forth on that one if we wanted. I know, I'm counting them out. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm just kind of looking at it. Alright, Tempestor, yeah. Yep, I support that. I like how I got my influence back, and now everybody wants to talk to me again. As if, like, they couldn't talk to me before. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to future tech this bad boy, unless... Do we have an... Wrong thing. Do we have a dedication that we want to go for? 2 more wonders. That would be kind of nice. I need 1 more relic. I did get that. Okay. Espionage, we're kind of doing. That's not going to happen. Neither will this. I just don't have enough settlement limit, nor do I really care. Okay, we're working on this. We will unlock academies. I need more universities. Yeah, I do want to try to do the GDP for projects, maybe. If not, I like having the options for things. We need to convert more settlements if we want tourism, which we really don't. I don't know where the last thing is. Conquer, gunpowder. Oh, okay, so we can get a population in our cities, including future cities. Okay, yeah, so they did win me over with just that comment. So let's go ahead and do that then. And then let's get into sovereignty. No, let's do society. That way we can get to society too, probably about the same speed. I'm just going to confirm this and move on. All right, let's get Haran following our religion. Let's get Artabit. Let's just swoop around here. All right, yeah, there we go. Not bad. Moving on. Yeah, let's get more settlement limit and try to settle a bit more. There's Lyon. There's Curie. Honestly, we're kind of fine. If I can get a settle up in here, a settle over in here, that would make me happy, which shouldn't be too difficult to obtain, actually. We could get more of this, but this is Shiraz, which means I need to get that last building. But before we do, I might as well get this up. I probably have enough to really boost my culture, and I probably should do that. First, I'm going to finish Samara up with the last stonehead, because that will be crushed. So let's go there. No point in putting money in areas that are not going to matter to me. Alright, so there's that. I'm just going to leave you be. I'm not going to really worry about buying buildings unless I need to. Yeah, I could do a medieval bridge, but then this cannot be a resort town. Well, maybe that will be able to, but for now, let's stonehead it up. So this is what I was talking about. There's a 4. Alright. Boom. Look at this number just skyrocket. I'm already making a 7 across the board. Alright. We could go for crabs, but yep, there we go. Now we can get this jade. Ooh, loose tank culture? No. No, I ain't doing that. Right when I start building my culture more, he's like, ah, no, 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 you can't be doing that. All right, let's get castles. Then we'll really start having some fun. All right, there's some more science at 909 science. That's really great. Really great stuff. Actually, I do want to try to steal another tech. By another tech, I mean I'm just going to make more stuff. What is his... I can't do his capital, can I? Yeah, I won't be able to do that. That is the one downside here. Oh, that's right. I was planning on doing that, wasn't I? No, that's fine. It's fine. Alright, so there's that. Let's go ahead and get Macaw taken care of. Keep moving this guy. You know what? He's a slight distraction for me, so I appreciate it. 60 food and Sharistan. I'll just take the happiness. Good. Now next turn I get a celebration, another relic. A few more things pop off for me. Heliocentric model. Yeah, we got to finish that stuff up. That is paramount for our success. Change policies? No. Oh, and there's our population. Great. So there's 125 gold. There we go. I do like the fact that they will fight city-states, but they won't really, like, try to take them over. Or delete them, I mean. That's just something we do. Alright, I do like this. I'm actually going to go for a production, just because we're a little light on the happy. We're a little light on the happy here. Yeah, like, we're not doing too great over here either. You know what? Maybe I do take that. We can... Yeah, let's increase the stoneheadage. We're going to do that some more. I'm going to make a carpet bomb of stoneheads. I can do that over here, too. There we go, so I can at least get a few more stoneheads. As for you, I could grab the production. We're going to go right here, though. A little extra happy. Even though that's going to be crushed, so we'll move it later. You are going to give me some amazing production right now. As for you... Oh, yep. Let's go ahead and secure the Jade. Alright, time to future tech. 2 turns. Alright, next up is... Ooh, this gets me innovation and a settlement limit. Alright, we'll go for that. Sovereign Society 2 only takes 2 turns. We should be able to get all these, or at least hopefully. Alright, there we go. There's Toshkana if we want to keep our religion. We got ourselves a policy slot. What do we want? Actually, get me culture on my specialists right now. I'm really need to push through this culture tree. Alright, we got some Jade. We'll lose... That's not going to hurt us too badly, but it is annoying. I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to lose some more happy. There we go. Alright, so Haran's taken care of. None of these... Oh, go to Tokyo. See if we can get that fixed. Alright, there's Macaw. Probably going to be another religious crisis. It always is. Alright, you go back to auto-exploring. Oh, you found another discoverable. That's great. Alright, so let me get over here. Do we want more relics? Okay, we have room for 2 more relics, so I could do it. Hopefully this works out over here. Like, this has to work if we want what we want. Ah, goodness. I messed this up a tad and it bums me out. Alright, whatever. I could actually crush these and just make some great gold tiles. Alright, anyway, moving on. Draws. Yeah, let's get more stoneheads. Yep, I'm here for the stoneheads right now. Boom, look at these numbers. It's insane. Look at that. And then we're going to come to Almazwil and we're just going to put a few more down. Yeah, it's a great time. It's a great time to have stoneheads. Alright, come on, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. My money is spent on stoneheading right now, okay? I don't need you making me come back over here to get missionaries, okay? But now we have to do that. So let me get in Samara and get a better stonehead now. No, I can't. I wasted my money. Cool. You see what you've done? You see what you've done to me? Ridiculous. Let's just get the production in gold right here. How are you looking, by the way? Oh, man, you're taking your time. Oh, boy. Well, that's to be expected. Let's leave it alone for now. I think, yeah, let's get some, 1, 2, 3. You could take that. You don't really need it, though. If we want to take it back, we can. It's not a big deal. Yes! Don't mind if I do. That should jump us up to 900, maybe 1,000. 918, I'll take it. All right, throw that in there. Almazwil looking pretty solid. All right, so I could start taking Bactria back. It has 2 charges, though, so honestly... Oh, yeah, let's hit up Parsa. Get that back. Yep, I don't like spamming my stuff. That's why I'm... Minus 100 production. No, I want every turn of production right now. Because I'm forcing the game to really go through. This might even go up to the crisis with this tech, honestly. Almost, 65%. Good grief. All right, moving on. So Catholicism's over here. That's nice. All right, let's get some more production. Now I got to deal with this. That's great. It's an annoyance I really don't want to do. All right, missionary, please. Like, leave me alone, lady. Come on. All right, we'll take the happiness in there. I think... Why do I have a point? Oh, right. The future tech. I'm going to take war support. An ally is at war. I'm going to stay neutral here. So that's going to hurt us. We lost 40 science out of that. Alright, sadly I can't get a building, but I can get gold other ways. So 2 gold for each active trade route. I actually have a few of those. That might be worth more than the gold buildings. No, I think the gold buildings are better. So let's see how much money we just made. 577 still. Let me get in here. Nope, still 577. Okay, well, we're going to future tech it again. Honestly, how are we looking now? So we're at 45. So we got to climb that. Our main issue is we're missing 10. No, we're missing 15. We'll actually be up to 60 once we do our heliocentric and calculus, because there's 10 and there's 5, so that's what we're missing. So we do kind of need to get to those pretty much sooner rather than later, because we are reaching the point of no return. All right, you're back. You just keep doing your thing. Discovered almost the entire map, which is great. If I were to send anything, it'd probably be Lafayette, so I can get the last bit of his territory, it looks like. All right, so let's get into Almazwil. I'm going to grab some more culture here. Let's get some more stoneheads. Yep, we're going to get the better ones first. Look at that, a 10. Man, look at, oh man, look at that numbers, dude. I love stoneheads. If you have the area for it, stoneheads are amazing. Amazing. All right, now who's at war? Trunk Trock has declared war on Alexander. I'm going to piece myself out of that one, too. There's an Amadal. We actually got that. Mother of my house, don't you stir. You shall wait for the setting of sunset glow, when gone to sleep is the surface of the sea. Chuk Chant. Wonder if that Chuk is right. Chuk Chant. Wow, look at that. Just a fortress in the background there. Wild. All right, well, there's an Amadal. Beautiful. We've got that out of the way. We got more innovation. We got a settlement limit, which I do want to take advantage of. We got a wildcard attribute point, which we're going to use not in science, because we're about to get a science one, and I might as well get it for the quarter. We could do military, go for another settlement limit. Expansionist, I think, is the way to go, because now we're going to get more yields on everything, which is the main goal. All right, so how is our happiness looking? We're at 99.5. That's actually pretty good. What is in here? It's a brickyard. Okay. I want to know why I'm getting happiness on my... Oh, right. I chose that card. That's why. No, I didn't. That's the only area getting happiness. It has to be... Okay, I think I know what's going on. We're going to leave that alone. For now, that's a 462, and this is a 462. And honestly, either way we slice this looks pretty good. So let's go here. And the reason I'm doing that is if we have enough happiness to make it work, we will be able to go in there and really make things happen. Yeah, we're going to keep getting our lovely volcano tiles. That's why we're here. Macaw, I'm going to go ahead and just buy another settler right now, because I want to settle up the rest of this land. I at least need 2 more settles, in my opinion. We'll see. Really, I'm just going for wherever I want to go. I'm sorry, Alexander, you're going to really have to fight like a 2-front war without me. Yeah, because I'm going to stay neutral on that, too. See you later. I know I'm throwing my science away, but we've reached our goal, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's go ahead and get Society 2, because I'm trying to get settlement limits that I can use. I could do more science, but really we don't need more science. We've got what we needed. All right, that's great. I need to pop you off here. The fact Xerxes came into my area and decided to be like this is annoying, but to be fair, I did start this escapade against him. All right, let's go this way. Moving on. Oh, goodness. We're looking pretty good, though. Himiko already loves me again. We will try to ally her before the age ends. Hopefully she ends her war before then. Normally, the AI does not stay in war for very long. With each other, I should say. With us, oh man, they love staying in war with us all the time, every day. They never give up on it, man. Never give up on it. Alright, so is this a happiness tile? It is not. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to take my extra stuff anyway, because stoneheads are amazing in here, because I'm getting science and production off of them. So there's Samara with all that beauty, plus a little extra happiness. Alright, Almazwil. I need more stoneheads from you. These numbers go up. They need to go up. They need to be bigger. Look at this carpet of culture. Goodness, love it. Oh, I love it. All right, let's go ahead and get the pearls. Oh, and we can get the crabs too. No, I reject you. I reject you rejecting me, okay? So no, not happening, not today. I will support this, though. We have so much influence, we can do whatever we want, pretty much. Luckily, I am actually talking to people to do that. So, there's that. Oh, actually, do we have enough money? No, we don't. All right, so Macaw has a 3 of here. So I could settle this if I wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is perfect. It acquires every single volcano tile around it, so I'm for that. I'm 100% for that. All right, there we go. There's Karwan. Yep, we're losing our science per turn again. There's Tokyo giving us some of it back. You just need to go right there. Oh, well, you know what? If you're going to get in the water, don't even bother. All right. Well, might as well do this discovery. There we go. I hate... It drives me nuts when I have, like, you know, sections. Yeah, I'm going to talk to him real fast. Hey, I need you to trade map me so we can figure out the rest of what's going on there. How's my trading going, by the way? Oh, I can trade with him. Trunk Trock. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing it. I am seeing it. Oh, let me snag that real quick. I'll take the food. We're so good on this. I mean, I do want to get, like, maybe 2 more future techs. I think we can nail that. But for the most part, you know, I just want to make sure I get these settles down at least. All right, so Benjamin sparked a thing against me, whatever that's about. Oh, it's going to tell me in here, isn't it? There we go. So he took my science. That's fine. Well, I'm taking science from him, so it's a back and forth take on that. All right, so over here, let's go ahead and acquire, yeah, let's acquire this tile. Then we can work from that. Actually, I can get 3 wonderful stone heads right here. But for now, all Moswell is what I care about. I'm getting it stone heads first. There's that. We could do one more up there if we wanted to, maybe. Either way, look at that. Oh, man, that's amazing. This one right here is pretty much worth a whole adjacency of, well, maybe not a whole adjacency. Never mind, this is still better, but that's really good stuff. Now, what else we got? No happiness there, but there is one there. I'm not trying to carpet them too much. I mainly just cared about Samara and then this whole section right here, which looked amazing. I mean, I could do Shiraz, but first, let me get to Kirwan, because I forgot to do this for the longest time. The wharf is 640. Thanks. Okay, that's a waste of my time. All right, give me sovereignty. Let's go ahead and get that, and then pretty much we're kind of good. We might finish out the rest. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. All right, this is 2 charges. Let's hit up Medina. You know, Medina's been a lifelong friend of ours. There's Shahrastan. We'll hit up Birmingham since she decided to make me Catholic, which normally I'd be okay with, but since we don't have that right now, orthodoxy it is. Oh, and we have our Protestant friend up here. Spread that religion. Do what you must. Actually, how am I looking religion-wise? Am I top dog? Yeah, I'm top dog. All right, narrative choice. Nope. We all know I'm a dogmatic person. Okay, there's my scientific attribute point. Don't mind if I do. Boom. So now I'm getting a ton of science, because I'm all about quarters. All right, let's go ahead and get this pearls, because I like pearls. You need to give me more production. Looks like we might be able to get Havana Harbor, but we all know that once I start getting starry-eyed, I lose everything. -8 in settlements that do not follow my religion, so we got to make sure I have religion where we need it. Luckily, my empire... Oh, crap. Yep, Baghdad is in trouble. No. Let's fix that. Honestly, I'm so bad at spreading my religion, I should honestly just pick the production one and move on with my life. Alright, so... I cannot put these pearls in, at least not yet. I do have enough money to do it, though. Yeah, because we'll get in Karwan here. It's already a fishing town. I just haven't been able to put stuff in it. Let's go ahead and get this wharf. That's the most important thing to me. Man, look at all this food. Crazy. Yeah, we'll just put it here. That's a science that we can grab. It's a 2-4 adjacency. That's a 5 adjacency. And now we'll go here. There we go. So we got that. Apparently we have stone heads. That's great. Now we can get in here. Where are you at? Perfect. So we can move... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll just move this happiness down here, and then we'll just put this pearl in. Fantastic. Speaking of which, how is our GDP per turn? We are... Okay, he's still inching ahead of me by about 100. All right. And we're only 1 point behind Genghis Khan, and that's just from us settling. We're doing pretty decent here. Again, we just need to get the stuff taken care of. All right, there's Parsa back in our grasp. All right, yeah, let's hit up Birmingham. Boom, there's 4 more science for us. We got 3 turns on harbor. Hopefully we can get that. Now, one thing I do need to do is, well, I need to settle more because we have 2 more limits. I'm going to wait till he gets down. Honestly, we could actually buy another guy if we have the money. I don't think we do. Yeah, we need 540. We could buy another guy and come up this way, which actually is a great idea. Oh, wow, look at all this forest. If I settle here, oh, man, that's most of the forest. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look at that. 3. Yeah, we get, like, all of this forest if I settle here. And then I can come back and it closes it. This is a perfect settle. That's a perfect settle. I do want to settle that. All right, don't settle. Oh, crap. He might be going to where I just thought because that's a fantastic area. Very fantastic. All right, so let's grow our city. We have lovely gold tiles. Not really going to use them. How happy are we? A little too unhappy for my taste, so I'm actually going to... Is this a happiness tile? All right. I think I might... Is this a happiness tile? No. Is this one? Yes. Okay, I'm going to grab this. I'm going to be putting down some stone heads around here. They don't increase happiness, but I might as well start grabbing certain areas. Same for you. I got to play the happy game. I do want to go in here, because those will stay. Yeah, I do like that. No, let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, let me get some production and gold off that. As for you, yeah, we're going to do production gold. How happy are you? Not terribly happy, but not unhappy either. I reject you. You can start doing that to me sooner, though. Eventually, I won't care. Espionage, we gained a ton of science. Oh, that's why we finished that. That's awesome. Oh, that's dirty as all get out. Militaristic. We're going to try to get a settlement limit out of that if we can. I might be able to future tech again. All right, yeah, you need to go. I don't need you being so unhappy. Right, let's get Medina following us. Birmingham looks great. We could hit Fukuoka up. We only have 1 charge left. You messed with me, so now I'm just going to mess with your stuff, because that's what I do. I'm a very petty person. Alright, we made it. Go ahead and plug that in. Hamadan. Do I have enough to buy another guy? I want to do that right now. If I can get that settled, that'd be great. Alright, Hamadan. How do we want to do this? Has a little bit of everything for us. So if I settle here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so actually, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Do we want to crush our 1 tile? We can get 2. Actually, I guess I really don't care about this mountain adjacency, do I? Yeah, you know what? We'll go this way. All right, so we're going to do a brickyard. Boom. Let's get a saw pit. Boom. Fishing key out here. All right, now harbor. All right, perfect. Yeah, we'll get the others here in a hot second. All right, let's get our stuff around the... yeah, there we go. We're just going to start eating up territory. I don't know where he's going to go. Probably around here because there's treasure, honestly. I'd be surprised if he didn't go up here. All right, there's a volcano explosion that happens. Not a big deal. Go ahead and fix that right now. All right, you need to go right here. Yep, that's where I want you to be. That's like the best area because I'm here to take forest. All right, let's get the crabs. That's great. Okay, we could future civic. Do we even have the option to do the culture thing? I don't think we do. So we grabbed that one. Oh, the culture doesn't even matter for this one. Tourism fortifications, I don't care about tourism. We're not trying to do a touristic victory, so it doesn't matter to us. The rest of these really are kind of whatever. I kind of maybe want this so I can do this more easily. I haven't decided yet. Now, do we want to get universities to do that? Now, that is a question I'm not sure of. I need to get 3 more universities to do that, so I don't know how I feel on that. Honestly, I think we're better off future civicing. I mean, I could get a relic. Gets me a little more science. But other than that, is there Denizu gone? Okay, yeah, that's gone, that's gone. None of these really matter to me, because... Okay, cool, Burgess and all that, that's fine. It's not really that great. Yeah, we're just future civic. Yeah, let's just get that out of the way. Alright, now, we have an open building. Oh, wait, no, we don't. We've got everything... Oh, wait. That's right. There's that area that is not filled in. So we're going to fill that in. Let's put a stone cutter. Alright. And then I'm going to put a, yeah, you know what, we'll put a kiln on top of it. So that'll finish that off. And then, how's that? 3 turns. After that, we're going to do our researches. All right. That way we can get those out of the way. If we have to do them faster, we will. Okay, perfect. We got a spot to fill that in at. Good. You need to go here. Speaking of which, I need to get some stone heads down for some more culture. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Might end up crushing these. I haven't decided yet, but... well, like next stage is what I mean. All right, there's Medina giving me more science. All right, there we go. We got most of the map pretty much figured out. Once this guy gets upgraded next age, we'll auto-explore him because I really don't care. Oh, there's Savannah Harbor. I think it also unlocked Crushing Victory as well. In the immediate nearness of the gold, all else had been forgotten. Robert Louis Stevenson. All right. Hey, guys, guess what? This ship actually is going out to sea. Isn't that great? I'm glad it's not running into a cliff. Boom. Beautiful. Alright, you're building me nothing else. Okay, you will let... Okay, fine. Guys, settle down. Settle down. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? We might as well get our unique quarter out of the way. Because this will stay... this is going to be a town. I'm not playing that game. Next stage. I just did that for this. Alright, so yeah, let's get this out of the way. These are... Oh, wow, that's a triple that will stick around forever. Yep, we'll get that done. That's really all Sean Shastan should do. Other than that, I don't care what it does with its life. All right, so moving on. This is... Oh, this is Macaw, right. Let's get this. All right, beautiful. Okay, we can get more... Oh, yeah, this is 3 science. Don't mind if I do. Oh, espionage action. They know where my commanders are. That's great. Go ahead and get me another free relic. That's more science for me. Speaking of more science... No, just kidding. At this stage, I think everybody... Let me plug that in. That might actually be a decent amount. 765. That's about 20. Almost 20 gold. So that's pretty good. All right, economic point. I'm getting quite a few of those out of the way, so that should be a good amount of gold. 809. Perfect. All right, can I slot this in? Oh, I sure can. Beautiful. I need more wharfs. I need more wharfs. All right, what else we got? Go up here and finish that off. Perfect. All right. I don't care about any of this. What? Oh, that was Charlemagne doing his little business. All right, what we got? Oh, hey. Welcome to the club. It's a great club. Trust me. It's a wonderful time. A wonderful time. Heliocentrics. Yep, we're working on that. We're at 80%. That's actually... Yeah, we do want to make sure we get that 81%. Ooh, yeah, we're really going to push this maybe into 10 turns on accident. Yeah, we're going to have to be very careful on this. Okay, I'm missing a resource slot now. That's annoying. All right, you're done. I'm just going to let you sleep. My whole goal is to make sure my people stay Catholic. Or, not Catholic, but they stay Orthodox. All right, so... at this point, our money should be spent on building up any other things we need. Apparently you can do stone heads, which is great. Maybe I will do that. Do you have all your stone heads, Almaz? All except for one, right? Okay, yep, then I don't care. Baghdad, we can get a few more stone heads. Oh, one more, perfect. All right, you're stone-headed. Great. I could stonehead Al Fustat. Could also upgrade the bridge, but it's 4 gold regardless. So what is the acted bonus to do a medieval bridge? I just don't see it. I can do a shipyard, and we will do that. Where do we want to put that? I'm going to keep the gold, actually. So we're going to move this one. And the reason we're keeping that is because that's 4 gold that'll stick around. And this 8 production will turn into 8 gold. So that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. I could do more food. You know what? Go up in here. Yeah, get that one. I could do stoneheads here if I want. I really don't care. Also, Al Fustat's not even growing anyway. Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe we don't. How about Kirwan? Can I get the... I can't get the shipyard. That's expensive. Okay. Kyoto's doing its thing. How are you doing, Kyoto? Oh, man, it's getting real tight in here. But those are the things I want to focus on, so... Okay. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we're right at the end, so it's time to really lock it in. All right. Hopefully we can get our settle up here. Looks like we might be able to make it. Might even be able to do it next turn. All right, there's Future Civic. That brought us to 88%. There's the 10-turn counter. All right, yep, that is the 10-turn counter. We need to focus on specific things now. I could do that, but we're not going to. That seems a little odd. All right, let's grow. This is Hamadan. Let's get our last volcano tile. There we go. All right, so lose 10% of my gold. I need every dollar right now. Need every dollar. All right, nope, you're just going to have to fight your war by yourself. I'm sorry. I don't have the time for this. All right, leader attribute. There's militaristic. There's another settlement limit. We have the room. We're not going to really go crazy. We're just going to kind of hold on to that. I can get one more future civic, which I will do. This all looks great. Honestly, I think we're locked in for the end of the age here. 4 gold in settlements not following your religion, but -4 happiness in distant lands. Well, guess what? I only have 1 distant land settlement, so sure. That's pretty easy to keep track of. Pretty easy. No, we are not hitting next turn. I'm going to fix my situation. Oh, you're already doing them. Perfect. Then I don't even care. We're set. We're, chef's kiss. We're done. We've got everything we need. And you made it where you needed to. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Oh, yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Yep, I love what this does. This is fantastic location. There's Al-Awa. All right, I'm going to go ahead and grab this tea. All right. And then let's get up here for these elephants and stuff. I'm going to go ahead. This is nothing but forest, which I love. So we're going to go ahead and do a saw pit right here. Let's go ahead and get that sawmill in there. Lovely science. Lovely science. We could do a fishing key in harbor. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Fishing key. Boom. Get our harbor in here. Boom. All right. Could do a temple. I'm not opposed to a temple. Really don't see a point for a temple, though. Let's just back out here. What are we looking at? 682 gold. I do need to go to... Yeah, Ardabil has it. Macaw does not. Get me a missionary. Should be able to get there in 10 turns to convert these. That's really the only thing I want to do. Otherwise, I don't care. Yeah, we'll just save up our money and buy buildings that we need. I'm glad Trung Trok got her little ability off. Good for her. Alright, 9 turns left. Where do we want to grow next? This kind of feels like a production center to me, so, I mean, we could do more of these if we wanted, but I think this is worth more, and so is a few others. I will support this. Yeah, just keep giving me culture. That's great. Lafayette, sure. I'm glad you appreciate me. So that's 4 turns, and that's... Is that 3 turns? That's 3 turns. Oh, we'll go here first, and then we can get to Hamadan even faster. All right, so go, like, right here. Oh, we found the sweet spot. Okay, perfect. I like how on the map here you see at the bottom it's just like big blob and then stretch, and now we're starting to make another big blob. That's fantastic. All right, we do have money, so we should spend that money. Mainly, I need a shipyard because that is 8 gold that we will have for the rest of the age. Put that right there. Beautiful. Yeah, we are going to lose some science from the adjacencies because those buildings don't keep adjacency, but it is what it is. Honestly, I love the amount of science we are getting from our quarters and everything. It's beautiful. All right, there's 8 turns left. All right, let's get that out of the way. Yep, 10% left. So we got 3 turns on that. So that is golden. We're set on that. We won't be able to get one more future tech like I'd want. But hey, at least we'll have 2 or 3 of them, which is pretty good. Let me see what else do we have. Because there was... is she done with her war? She is done with her war. Let's see if she'll take the alliance. She does accept our alliance. Great. We're going to get back on that horse. Are you done with your wars? You're still at war with Trunk Trok, so I'm not going to bother. Same with Trunk Trok, but I will go to Trunk Trok and send her a farmer's market. Try to make her like me again, because I would like to be allied with them if we can be. Alright, I don't know if we are going to keep this, but I will go ahead and throw at least one specialist into the Ulam. And since we're down on the turns, I should probably start buying buildings. So I'm going to cancel this guild hall and just buy it for 420. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, yeah, and then we're going to let them kind of build the rest of these. Is there anything? Okay, we're just going to cancel the temple. Really, the wharf is not a big deal, but the shipyard is. The hospital, we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of buy those as we put points into them. I will do... Oh, man, it's a 4 regardless. I'll do one more person here. All right, and then I'm done. No more specialists for Kyoto. Honestly, Kyoto shouldn't even be getting specialists, in my opinion. All right, Macaw was mainly just getting me a volcano tiles here. I could steal this from you. I actually don't really care that much to do that. So, let's get some culture out of these lotus tiles. I think that's a good idea. As for you, you need to keep grabbing these wonderful volcano tiles. And you will definitely need those, and then we'll head towards the spices. Man, almost. This is a resort town now. That's a resort town. Oh, I will reject you rejecting me. You can get out of my face with that, Ben. Yeah, you stole my science, too, so actually maybe you should be nicer to me. The only reason I'm not coming over to stomp on your neck is because you're too far away, and I just don't care. Because really, war is not conducive to my victory condition. Also, we're not getting the GDP for the projects of the science buildings, and I really don't care. Alright, so what'd this do? 3 religions, other fun stuff, great. Alright, we're growing again, Samara. Now, Samara has a ton of happiness, so I could actually do this, but we're not going to. Actually, I will put a point in here. 118. Man, I'm going to be bummed when I lose all this happiness for reasons I won't even know, because that's just how that works. Let's go here, and I'm just gonna put Shiraz up for a resort town. There we go. Just get that set up right off the bat. Man, look at all that happiness. Oh man, I just love it. All right, so I'm going to reject your diplomatic action as well, because I don't care. I make too much influence for you guys to bother me. Yeah, I'm banking a ton of it, which is fantastic. All right, well, I didn't expect that, and I don't think you'll get there in time, so that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We just take what we get. All right, so there you go. There's all Hawaz. Looks like he's going to settle somewhere else, which honestly is fine with me. I don't care. I'm not here to prevent him. Ooh, I would like to settle up in here. Look at all this beautiful desert. All right, Trunk Trok did that. Good for her. 6 turns left. I should be finishing up my project. Got 1 turn on calculus. Great. Oh, man, I'm not feeling great on those. I'm just going to take some culture and production and food. All right, you need to go up here. Man, this is beautiful. I'm not stonehending this, by the way. So, just a reason. It's a dumb reason, but it's my reason. This is too beautiful to stonehead. I'm not going to lie. This is just too beautiful of a forest. Too beautiful. Too beautiful. This, like, I'm fine with, you know. But, yeah, no, that other one's just too beautiful to stonehead. Too beautiful. All right, Baghdad. No reason to do that. Get a few alims left. Maybe we can do something with them. I doubt it. I should have done that sooner. Medieval walls. Yeah, we can get a few more medieval walls in here. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. Apparently I have a grist mill option for some reason. I have no room on these, so that's unfortunate. All right. Beautiful. Yeah, let's get this map unlocked. All right, you're good. And now you're good. I could even hit up Curie if I wanted to. Ooh, someone put down? Oh, no, he's already there. Wow, that is a problem. You have fun with that. As long as he doesn't hurt me. Actually, you at war with anybody? Hey, there we go. Perfect. Science Triumph number 10. All right, so what is your thing? You at war with anybody? You're hostile and you're allied. Do you want to join an alliance? He rejects my alliance. Okay, probably because his buddy hates me. Understandable. Understandable. All right. Let's grab that little bit of happiness over there. Let's get this jade. We're not going to plug it in, but we have it. Oh, man. It's just looking great. I love these volcano tiles. All right, hit me up with another medieval wall. I'm just trying to get walls around stuff. Not like I care about the other thing. All right, guess what? We're at the bottom. That's 5 per age repeatable, so that's actually 10 science right now. You've got all that. Yeah, give me some walls, because I can already see Himiko maybe being a problem. Trade opportunities. I should probably get some merchants, actually. It's a great idea. And settlements following my religion. That's dumb. Yeah, that one, and then that one. Okay, so that's great. Just throw this in here. All right, so maybe we don't build walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's 5 turns left, but we'll do that. I'll put you right here, and you can just stay. To be fair, if I had to worry about anything, it'd be Kyoto, but whatever. All right, let's go this way. I want to uncover that. You've accomplished your mission, but go ahead and talk to Curie if you can. And before we're done, let me get back to Kyoto. Try to get this bank purchased. All right, 684. Can I buy the shipyard and wharf outright? I think I can. Looks like I can buy the shipyard outright, which is the main thing I wanted. As for the wharf, I could buy that too, but yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the food out of that. Yeah, so we'll just do a base. Yeah, we're getting extra food out of it, but it'll be whatever. We'll go ahead and take a base dungeon as well, because we're not going to change these. And I gotta move a product. Oh boy, that's a real tight fit. All right. You got nothing, so I don't care. I'm just taking the base yields. Kyoto's just going to stay as it is. I'll probably upgrade it to a urban center next stage. That's really all I'm going to do with that, honestly. There's a future tech. We got 4 turns left. I'm glad all that stuff happened. I really don't care. We need to keep this light. So let's go with a guy over here for happiness. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a stonehead too. There we go. All right, what do you do? Activate and get +3. Oh. Each building on this quarter gets +3 science. Man, I hope that would stay, but I doubt it. Alright, Artabil, get me more production. You won't grow for the next turn. There's that. Ooh, we got a leader thing. Good, I'm glad you guys know where I'm at. Economic points. A gold on resources in towns, 2 in distant land towns. Purchasing and settlements, that's what we want. Alright, we'll try to future tech again, I doubt it. Do we have room for one more relic? Oh yeah, we have room. We have room for relics. Let's go ahead and take another one. Got a celebration. Honestly, to finish, round this out, what are we doing? What are we doing to round this out? Get a bit more gold per turn that I can maybe squeeze out of things. Go ahead and build another Olim. You know, why not? Do that, and then, yeah, let's snag 3 merchants. Alright, as for you, finish your walls up, because you're on the front line of that. Distant land pressure, crud. Alright, let's get that out of the way. That's what I was worried about. There's a missionary. I could put 2 stoneheads down if I wanted. Alright, you're where you need to be. Done. Yeah, just keep exploring out. Pretty much got the whole map taken care of, but the downside is we will lose 1 site, but not all of it. Still will be looking pretty solid. Alright, there's an all-in. There's some merchants. That should be enough for everybody on the map, because I want to trade with everyone. Just to have some good GDP per turn. We're actually going to check that once we get to the next turn here. How is our GDP looking, huh? Should be pretty good. Alright, there's a future civic. At least we got one of those. Alright. Let's go ahead and get over here. I'm going to take one of these. Yep, I'm just going to take some water tiles. Macaw, I don't know what you would be, but I'm fine with whatever, honestly. The resources in towns would be pretty good. That doesn't matter to me. 10 gold per every alliance. That's actually a lot of gold, because I'm allied with a lot of people, but I'm going to go up here for the trade routes, because we do trade quite a bit, and we're going to start trading next age a lot, so that is important. Furs and cocoa are worth... Okay, that doesn't matter to me. I could get another relic. I'm just going to hit Future Civic, even though we're not going to reach it. Can you do any more walls? You cannot. I don't even think there's anything else in here. We could do Olims. Don't really care. Let's do some culture festivals. Maybe we can set off one more Future Civic, but I doubt it. Alright, mosques are done. You can... How long does it take you to build a wall? Cool, you're going to build a wall. And then after you build that wall, you can do a Future Civic. Or a celebration, whatever. Those are fine. Let's get over here. What do you do? Create a hospital in a city. This hospital gains +2 food. Tile must be less than 2 buildings, and the city cannot have a hospital. Okay, well, I'm building a hospital. You wouldn't make it anyway. So, congratulations. You're useless. I should have done my Olims sooner, okay? I am aware of that. Alright, I'm just going to sleep all of my people. And I need you to go... Oh, you're going to jump out, so yeah, go there. Let's unlock this. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. Looks like we're close enough to make Curie happen, so that's nice. Looks like we're good elsewhere. We might actually be able to finish this hospital outright. If not, we'll mess with it. Oh, I forgot to check the GDP. Yeah, that's on me. I forgot to check GDP. There was a wonder to build. Was that Than Hue? It was Than Hue. Yep, I knew it. Than Hue is like something that, you know, it's like the end of the turn, end of the age when they care to do that. All right. So before we do anything, let's see what our GDP is looking at. Okay, yeah, we're crawling on them. We're about 90. Well, actually more like 80. Yeah, about 72. Yeah, I keep changing the numbers because I actually start doing the math in my head. Hey, look, we jumped up to the front like I said we would. Yeah, we just had to finish those projects. So now we're top. So that's looking great. Let's go ahead and secure this. Man, these tiles are fantastic. Even that tile would be pretty good. Lose 10 gold now. Actually, I could have accepted that, but I'm going to lose a bunch of this influence next stage. So, yeah, it's a bummer. I'm going to lose so much influence. Man, if I could keep that for the next age, ooh, that'd be great. Alright, yeah, you need to sleep. You need to... I should have slept you. There you go. Sleep. You don't even get a moment of rest, okay? Now I need to get Shahrastan back. That's unfortunate. Even though we're not going to keep our religion, it's a sense of pride, okay? They throw garbage at me every day, and I hate it. Alright, so this is my way to fight back. Man, I kind of do want to put stone heads down, but this forest just looks so beautiful. Like, let's see. Actually, let's take a look at these stone heads up close, huh? I mean, they're not bad looking, you know? Like, they're not terrible. But, I mean, there's that, right? And then there's this. Like, look at this lush land. Like, I don't want to stonehead this. You kidding me? Nah, that doesn't deserve a stoneheading. Alright? That doesn't deserve it. It deserves to be better treated than that. Oh, I made it. Holy cow. Well, that brought the GDP right up. Now I'm within about 50 of them. That's great. That's fantastic work. We're not getting another one, though. That's for sure. Start a diplomatic action with leaders. That's great. I really do not care what you're doing. Alright. Now what's going on? What do we have here? A bunch of diplomatic actions? Great. Alright, let's grow this city. Ooh, do I want to do that? That is really going to hurt us. I really have no other options either. Oh no. I've royally messed this up. Okay, yeah, we're at least going to take this. That's probably going to be unhappy next stage. Yeah, we're just going to have to deal with that. You know what? We'll throw 1 in here because that's not too much of an unhappiness. Oh wow, we have another guy. We'll go out there. Okay, so yeah, you guys are really starting to tick me off with this. You're going to keep spreading it, aren't you? Like a disease. Give me another guy. This is the only way to combat this effectively. Just leave me alone, man. I really don't want to bother with you. Alright, you are fully expanded this way, so we're safe to get over here when we want. I'd rather just get these lovely forest tiles. Oh, man. Each one of those is amazing. Oh, yay! We got it at the end of the age. It's like 1,200. Good grief. Alliance is weakening with Himiko. I don't know why it's weakening, but we're going to be just fine. All right, sleep all of this. Oh, hey, we found Torres del Paine right at the end of the age here, so we get food on breathtaking tiles. That would have been nice. Oh, that's a bummer. Torres del Paine, this is not a great Torres del Paine. That's like an impossible Torres del Paine. Oh, wow, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to get that. This is the final turn anyway. Alright, we're going to transition into the age. You know what? I'll accept that because it doesn't even matter. Although I could have just rejected him outright. I have units to command. Sleep. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. We don't have to worry about that now. Just in case, even though it doesn't matter. It's the last turn. Yeah, I'm glad they listened to us on that. Like, I know it sounds kind of like, oh, hey, we're the player. Why do we care about, like, you know, the AI should get a little bit of a boost on us for last turn. And I'm like, no. I like the fact that I make sure things are the way I want before I transition. I think that's fair, because I hated when I would convert this, and there would be a guy sitting there, and then the AI would still get a whole turn, and it'd be like, are you kidding me? Like, I kept this the whole age, and he snuck in, removed the religion. Like, it's just ridiculous. Now, if they do it to themselves, it's fine. I don't care. But, like, my stuff should be my stuff. So I'm glad they did fix that. That was a nice fix. All right, so nothing here. Do we want to buy walls or anything? Yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade that wall. I am going to buy a wall in Kyoto. I'm not trying to get the one thing. I just want to make sure these are safe for next stage. You're fine. Actually, Shiraz and them should get... Oh, I can get a mosque at least. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care enough to do that. Let's get you a wall. Of course, you would go a whole other direction. This is just dumb. Okay, yep, we're just going to go over here. Do we want walls in Ardabil or Al-Azwa? Yes, we do. Also, this money is not that big of a deal. We will get most of this back. How bad are we? 30? Okay. How much does this cost to me? Yeah, let's finish it up. Yep, we can finish this up. We'll still have 3,000 gold. That's plenty. Plus, these guys are now well defended, well taken care of. You know, we can use that money for other things, which we will need to do. Alphastat's fine. You don't even need one. I could give you one, but you don't need it. You have one. Okay, yep, we're good. So, yeah, everything looks just the way I want it to be. So, let's go ahead and transition this age, shall we? I'm going to say Abbasid. I know we could do these. Definitely great choices for us. Mughal would be fun. I wish I had more money, but we are definitely doing a science run. So how's Abbasid going to change here? 50 gold for each rural tile when we do a specialist. 30% towards production. Cities that have at least 8 specialists. Okay, so interesting choice. Interesting choice. Well, we're going to continue this. We do not need any of these anymore. Yeah, this is not as good as I thought. But hey, you know, you live and learn. This is great antiquity. Exploration, it's still okay. Modern, it's going to be useless to us, so we do not need our sandals anymore. All right, quit. There we go. So, what are we going to do to finish this out? A scientific attribute point? No, I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, no, we're good on that. We have all the science we need. We've actually already hit the bottom of the tree. We could start with an extra policy slot. That's not bad. Trade range, we don't need. You can pretty much trade with everybody in modern. That's why we built our merchants up. Food in your capital for every 5 excess happiness. That's not really what I need. 1 gold per age for each resource assigned to cities. So that could be 3 gold for each resource. Okay. Gain 100 food in the capital when we... Okay, well, that's not important to me. Get production in the capital for every town. That might not be bad, because we only have, like... We're only going to do 3 cities again. Oh, I could also do glass harmonica. 15 science and happiness per age for every alliance for you and your ally. You know what? Let's do glass harmonica. I love that one. This is really great with Himiko of Way, by the way. Oh, man, it's so... Oh, or Queen of Wa, I mean. Whoo, powerful stuff. We could do the tech mastery percentage, because we do have a ton of science. We do have a lot of stuff in Tundra, by the way, so that's actually... That'd be 6 extra science for a ton of our stuff. Actually, yeah, let's view the map here. Do we want to do that? So this is Tundra. So that's 1, 2, 3. Is this still Tundra? Yep, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this Tundra? I can't tell if this is Tundra or not. Okay, so that's at least 6 towns in Tundra. Is this Tundra? I don't think so. Alright, so we got 6 towns in Tundra. So that's 6 per. So that's 36 science right there. So that's really... That is pretty good stuff. So we could do that. Although the 10% on the masteries would probably be faster for us. Alright, so... Yeah, so that'd be 6 per. That's at least 36. I really don't care about Great Works getting that much. We could increase the growth rate to get more specialists. That's not a bad idea either. So, what do we want to do here? Let's see. Culture on Wonders, that's... not as good as I thought it was. I think this is okay for exploration. 10 gold. Alright, well, that's at least... That's not too bad. Oh, yeah, I am currently rocking 5 cities, aren't I? Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, here's the Rilla. This is the last ability you get for Battuta. I just unlocked that, and I couldn't use it in exploration. So that's a culture, gold, happiness, and science per turn, per age for each attribute tree in which you have points. So, attribute tree, so this sounds amazing, and it is pretty good. But it's +1, so this is +3 to all of these if I have stuff in the tree, which I do. So that would be 3 science. That's, I don't know what the military would be. Oh, actually, it's just per tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing there. 5. So I could do some diplomatic points. And if I did, that would be the sweep. So actually, maybe this is better than I thought. Let me take a look at that again. So that's per turn, per age, for each attribute tree. So this could be up to +6 in antiquity. So this is up to +3 for each one. And we got 6 of them. So that's at least 18 of each of these. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty reasonable. All right, what else do we got? Happiness on natural wonders. I don't have natural wonders. That almost never happens. That's why I played Isabella last game, because I was like, hey, I just never get wonders. I kind of want them. Gain 20 science per age for science building. Not really a big deal. I always like doing Sakaki branch in modern because you're always unhappy and you want to get through that quickly. Anything else? Anything else? Not particularly, really. All right. Yeah, so... I think we could go with his thing, or we can just do temp. Probably do temp. All right, so where's that at? Yep, we'll just do temp. There we go. All right, perfect. Sounds good. Let's transition this age. I've talked long enough. Of course, they give me one last thing. Hey, boom! Welcome to the club at the end of the age. You snuck her right in there. Welcome, welcome. All right, well, there you guys go. That's exploration. Went very well, in my opinion. That was a great exploration for us, because we're focused on science, and honestly, we did great on GDP. We're top dog. Or close to it. Ben's kind of eking us out a bit, but we'll get him. We'll get him. Either way, hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll finish this out in modern, where you're probably going to see a spaceship launch into the sky, hopefully, unless someone beats me, which I kind of don't know how. I'm feeling pretty positive. You can kind of feel the game out by exploration, in my opinion, even from antiquity, too. So I think we got it. Either way, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.